And of course, yeah, it moved us.
It did indeed.
I don't know why I'm surprised. That's all right. Next week we'll be using StreamYard, so who cares?
Well, excellent, dude. Yeah, that's where you got to go. The only issue with StreamYards until they fix it is that you can have up to 10 people, but you can only have 6 people live.
Yeah, I know.
So you got to kind of swap people out, which they're going to move it up to 8 from what I understand. I've talked with the CEO several times. It's a small company, but those kids are great.
Oh, yeah. All right. It's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock, and welcome to Gaming Beyond the Box. The only gaming podcast that doesn't act like a gaming podcast because we have no rules, no limitations, and we just don't care. So, let's kick this off. We'll get our intro. Looks like Fork finally got in here. Fork, after the intro plays, man, you can tell us how your photo shoot went for GQ today. How's that?
Sure.
All right, let's get it rolling. Yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed that intro by my good friend Graphic God, or Jay, whichever one you want to call him in the chat. And like I said before the intro ran, welcome to Wednesday night. And man, we have some crazy shit to really discuss. It's not a joke. Saddam Hussein was actually stockpiling PlayStation 2s. We'll get into that after we do our intros. I hope everybody's had a great week. We've missed everybody in the chat. Honestly, we really have. We're not just saying that shit just for shits and giggles. But let's start off with our guest. Dreadpool. What's going on, dude?
Oh, not much, man. Getting the sleepies out of my eyes and excited to be here and talk gaming with you guys. Maybe throw in a little bit of tech. Maybe not.
We try to lean softly on the tech part. You should put people to sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we try not to put everybody to sleep right off the bat. Yeah, because, I mean, if we're going to do that, man, we might as well invite everybody to play Sea of Thieves, and nobody wants that shit either, right?
No!
Let's do this, baby.
I'm still working my way to legend after all these years.
All right, next.
So's the game.
Oh, damn. Next, we have the one, the only Mr. Boomstick XL. What is going on, Mr. Boom?
Hey, listen, man, it's great to be here with you, gentlemen, and I use that loosely. I hope it's always great. It is always great to come back. It feels like hanging out with brothers, and not my first rodeo on your show, so I kind of know what to expect.
I'm glad you did, man, because most of the time
it was in the contract. You just got to read the fine print.
Yeah, 90% of the time we have no idea what's going to happen. That's what makes.
We'll give you the magnifying glass to read it, right?
I say you look in between the fine print.
Yeah,
it's on the back of the page.
That's it. And the really teeny tiny
below the footnote
on the napkin.
Why is it now going off here?
All right, and next we have my partner in crime, Fort Boy. What's going on, Fort?
Nothing much. Just got back from my wonderful GQ photo shoot where I was touched in ways I shouldn't talk about.
Yeah. No part in that, by the way, just so you know.
And in case you guys don't know, if you saw the pictures I was posting earlier of Fort, We will be
Yeah, I had
having
nothing to fucking do with that whatsoever.
we will have
It was
Fork
funny to see
Nation
his surprise.
bathwater available next week online.
Like, I'm at work, all of a sudden my phone starts going off like crazy, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I pull it out, and I'm like, why do I have 40 notifications? And then I click on it, I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
And the bathwater will not be an Overwatch ripoff; it'll be an Anthem ripoff. Just so you know.
Exactly. And you
be,
guys have to admit, Fork looks really cute. In
Colossus bathwater.
I'll be honest, I showed people at work, showed my wife. My wife said I make a cute girl, and I'm like, I don't know how to take that.
Maybe that's why she married you.
You gonna bring a threesome going on there?
Sure.
Maybe a dude.
I'll invite
Your wife's
Leo.
gonna be like, hey, there's two of us ladies over here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll invite Leo, that way he finally gets laid, and then we'll go from there, so.
Ooh.
Ha
All
ha.
right. And next in line, we have the man that loves his sister unconditionally, HR Bomber. What's up, Bomber?
Yo, what's going on, man? Excited. Man, got a whole bunch of people up on this place. We're gonna be talking a whole bunch of shit. I know it, absolutely. A lot of things been dropping. Lots of people been talking some shit and being stupid on the old Twitter, which is all.
That never happened.
We ain't gonna worry about it here because we got some good stuff. Got some theories and urban legends. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, so do not stand in front of your computer monitor and say Fork Boy 3 times because he will come out of your computer monitor in that black
And touch
dress.
Boy, fuck boy.
I am
fuck boy.
so glad I don't own a computer now.
All right.
He's not appearing.
Next, we have our resident alcoholic, Husk.
Yeah. It's fucking
See?
Wednesday. Pumped to be here. Got some sweet topics. Missed you guys.
He really did with every bullet so far. All right. Then we have our resident pony. We have Leo.
Yes.
I'm a pony now?
You're a pony.
Hey,
now.
I finally got demoted.
Yeah,
Congrats.
the Xbox
Take
One
that,
S.
Bomber. I
Yes.
stole it. I stole it.
You stole that shit from me.
Like, I'm taking it.
Okay. Good
Wow.
enough.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then, of course, we have our resident Xbot, Obi-Wan. What's up, Obi?
Nothing much, Wilmy. Today was a pretty cool day on Twitter. That article by Jez Gordon was pretty awesome, and then the flight sim and the tech talk, and Dred and I are going to put you all to sleep so we can get back to gaming.
I don't know, man. I think you and Dredd are going to have to fight Fork and Bomber over which one we discuss. Whether they discuss
that's
World of
easy way.
Warcraft or you guys
Why would we
discuss
Why would we
tech.
talk about Flight Simulator?
That's
That
easy.
makes no
Hey,
sense.
Dred, so how much of cloud computing do you think that...
No.
I mean,
Next.
we can just mute you. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
hard.
Next, we have Ghost, our resident stoner. What's up, Ghost?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm glad to be here. Pumped with all the exciting news that's going on and whatnot.
And brother,
Let's fucking do this.
you sound so excited.
I'm
I thought he was going to jump through the microphone, to be honest.
Dude, me too, man.
might
I
be
mean,
Psych.
I might be under the influence of some things.
okay. The
I
lockdown's
love the
getting to
I love
you,
the
right?
might. Like
Yeah,
might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Loosely.
speaking of Ghost, they're unlocking all of South Carolina except for you live in Myrtle Beach. What's up with that?
I mean, South Carolina Indians are dumb by nature. They're fucking stupid. So they make poor decisions. And that basically puts us to where we're going to be one of the stupid states that probably bring back the epidemic like it's cool.
Well, they're not
Like
Pennsylvania. They're not
Well, you
unlocking
think you're
Myrtle
going to
Beach.
top Florida?
So,
Is Florida and Florida, South Carolina? There was like 5 states that they named off. That was like 4 different news things of all these supposed scientists or
Governor of
professional
Vegas
fucking
just
whatever the fuck.
Just the city of Jacksonville, ranked us up to #1 in one day.
Vegas is trying to open up their fucking casinos and shit to be like.
Yeah,
test
yeah.
subject
I
to see
saw
how
that
many
video
people will
on
die
the
or
lady
whatever.
that's like, we're willing to be a test tube for everybody. It's okay.
oh, and
Stupidity is not
We'll
to
let
be
the
believed.
casinos decide.
Yeah.
and by
I guess the
popular
mafia
demand,
still owns that shit.
and by popular demand, I am Crispy Hood. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? We're here on the podcast. Where's them French fried taters? And where is Xbox with them battle toads? All right. Are we ready to actually start the show now?
Dude, let's baby.
All right, Fort, where are we gonna start, dude?
Where to start?
Cloud compute.
No one gives a shit.
The 5 creepiest game conspiracy theories and urban legends. I mean, why don't we start there?
I knew that's where he was going.
Every time I think of urban legend, I think of that fucking movie.
I mean, I wanted to go with the Call of Duty one where they're now letting the cheaters play together, which I'm like, I think I heard that somewhere like 2 weeks ago.
If you don't want to mess with
Oh, that was here that we talked about that. Yeah.
It was, yeah. It was.
Now it's official.
But it's if you read into it, it's only if you're accused of cheating. You get
Hole in the hole.
So you can get thrown into the mix just if a couple of people hate you, just report you for cheating and you get fucked.
Well, no, I read it. I thought it was
you have to go make another account.
When it's confirmed.
But before we get into the conspiracy theory with Call of Duty, because we know they ban cheaters, it doesn't do any good, you know.
No,
it really
on a free game, they just go make another account. I mean,
exactly.
I think the only game that it does matter is
hardware.
Overwatch, because they actually like do the IP and everything.
Yeah. So hold on. So here's the problem with the IP ban that most people don't understand, and Obi can back me up on this since he understands it way more than I do. So unless you pay for a dynamic, which means the same. I might be getting this confused, but anyways, unless you pay for it, every time you log in, your IP changes. So go ahead and ban an IP.
Well,
VPN.
here's what happens. What you're saying changes is called dynamic.
Yeah,
if it's
so
static.
most people have dynamic.
doesn't
You have to pay
change.
for static.
You have
So
to, no. Yeah, well, even if you pay for static, your IP never changes. You automatically get dynamic, but even then, your dynamic doesn't really change all that often.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Good enough.
We don't.
go unplug your modem.
You could have said no. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
Well, you're wrong.
Good enough.
Okay?
Good enough.
Thank you, Bob.
So when you're using the IP,
Grant has had sleep. He is really wanting to get into some tech talk.
Pull out the pocket protector.
I haven't worked as much as I normally do, so I don't get my tech in as much as I usually do. Sorry.
Before
You're not
we even
sorry,
get into
don't
this
lie.
topic, if you notice the name of the podcast tonight, it's Saddam Hussein loved his PS2. And this is where I came up with this. I had to do a lot of digging. In case you haven't ever looked, which I was bored, I looked. There are a lot of urban legends and conspiracy theories around the world. They involve everything on the planet you can name. Like Queen Elizabeth is actually supposed to be a vampire. But you know that doesn't involve gaming, so we didn't want to talk about that one. But everybody's good friend and humanitarian Saddam Hussein, back in the year 2000, was actually stockpiling PS2s. Does anybody in the chat, did they pay attention and know why he was stockpiling them?
He was starting a LAN party. Duh.
to boost Sony's numbers.
That's why their numbers are so fucking high that generation.
It was us versus him in a battle of SOCOM.
Well, he wasn't buying these things.
Didn't SOCOM come out on PS3?
Nope, came out on PS2.
He was
It's
not
the
buying.
first PS2 online game, if I remember right.
He wasn't buying these things, man, to play Fantavision.
Military design applications.
Yep, the
GPUs on
CPU in the PlayStation 2 was 32. Oh, wait a minute, that wasn't an SSD. He wanted the CPU. That's weird.
No wonder they couldn't get anything on.
God.
That's so weird. He didn't want an SSD. What the hell? But anyway,
I heard it was the emotion engine.
Get you
He wanted
Kim
the
Jong-un got an
32.
SSD, you'd be able to launch a rocket farther.
They offered him
shit.
an SSD, but he was like, that's a lie and a myth. Get it out of here.
Shizno's actually pretty close to it. The 32-bit chip in the PlayStation 2 was actually cheaper than buying these things to put them into his launching systems.
Jesus Christ.
So he was stockpiling PlayStation 2 systems. So the next
sounds
time,
really
somebody comes to you and goes, "Oh yeah, well Sony sold 1 million consoles." Yeah, motherfucker, because Saddam Hussein bought them all, bitch. That's all you gotta say. That's it.
So I mean,
It
Is
says
in like 10
PlayStation 2.
years, 15 years, are we going to find out that Kim Jong's been buying,
360.
paid PlayStation 4s so he can launch his nukes that go in the ocean?
Yeah, but he's missing the SSD. That's why they don't go as far.
Wait, Crash Bandicoot was on PS2? I thought it was only on PS1.
It takes 15 of those PlayStation 2s to control one drone.
You know, I hate to find out what leader was trying to stock up on PlayStation 3s and then realize that the cell technology, they're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Well, and the bad part now, in every conspiracy theory or every rumor that hits the planet, there's always a little bit of truth. There's something that causes that. The weird
and what's really sad is the little bit of truth with it. That's what's sad. It's like, this can't be true.
It was confirmed there were shipments of these things because there was a global shortage that were being shipped out of Afghanistan. These things were flying out from Japan to Europe, and this is actually documented. So they knew he was buying them.
So really, the war was about going after him to get the PS2s.
This is taking the console war a bit far, if you ask me.
I mean, this is legitimately a console war. Did Microsoft back the U.S. going over there? As, hey, you got to use our chip. I'm upset you're not using our chip.
I spent my time in the pit, but we weren't throwing PlayStation 2s at the troops. Trust me.
Right? Crazy ass.
Explains why you hate freaking PlayStation now, Ghost.
We were.
I don't hate PlayStation. They're just so not important, not good. They don't really have good games.
A lot of people say the exact same thing about their exes. Just saying.
Well, look, their girlfriends aren't my problem.
If you can ask Ghost. We were over there throwing the little memory cards you plugged into the PlayStation 2.
Oh, I hate.
Hey, those fucking things hurt. If you got hit by one, damn it. You get hit in the goddamn head. That shit hurts.
Remember the
Have you been hit by the 360? Dude, the
No!
360 memory card was awful.
No, okay, I got hit in the head by my brother. He got pissed and threw the memory card at me. I didn't need to get hit by another one. That shit hurt. That was almost as bad as the old NES cartridges that people would
Welcome
throw.
to therapy, guys.
Now, speaking of NES cartridges, I actually have an urban legend that you guys might find rather tantalizing.
Did you want to get pulled out of your friend's ass?
Do tell.
No. That we'll talk about that privately. But
He's got pictures.
I have pictures. Yes,
I sat on it.
There's a rumor or story of a haunted NES Godzilla game. It's called Godzilla Monsters of Monsters, and the story follows a kid named Zach who reportedly reported having experienced a number of strange and scary glitches, starting with the game's first boss. The glitches include pixelated and distorted red fragments, floating red eyes, erratically behaving AI, and a devilish creature that stalks Godzilla's character. And one stage on this so-called haunted copy of Godzilla contains a fiery background with the words "Run."
Fun fact: in the movies, there's a devil Godzilla.
Is there?
Wow.
Yeah. There's also a urban myth about a haunted Pokemon game too.
Yes, the black cartridge. Yes.
I mean, does anybody think that maybe
insane.
these games were made by someone that was a little bit high on LSD, and they're like, "Oh man, let's play this game," and its eyes started glowing.
The Illuminati.
Or
That's
some
it.
guy has a
That's
super
possible.
You guys remember
The
last week?
Bloombergs.
I mean, just some guys dropping some blotter acid. I mean, that's not really like a big deal, man. Like, you fucking do that shit all the time.
Oh,
guys-
what's the
you
name of
guys
that
remember
one
the
group
machine
that
from
all
last
the
week?
rich people go to like every year?
Oh, the Build-A-Birds.
Yeah, that's it. There we go.
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah, Wilmy goes there next week.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a member.
No, I'm not.
He's like, I clean up afterwards. I mean, I've never been there.
Should see that big ass owl statue. Holy shit, is it cool?
I actually watched a show where there was a guy trying to break into their camp.
Yeah, it was the guy from InfoWars.
Yeah, that's it. The weird dude with the big head.
What the fuck's his name?
You know, when you have the top
Alex
0.5%
something.
of the richest
Trebek?
people in the
That
world,
son
you're
of a
probably
bitch.
not going to get in.
No joke.
He like stood outside there, was like, "And you let us in? Why not? It's private property, sir. You should let us in. The public has a right to know, but it's private property, sir." It's like this funny to watch.
So the next thing on that, urban myths and everything is the Madden curse. I've always wondered, if you're an athlete, why the fuck would you be on the like? They came to you say, no.
You're talking about the cover. At first, I was like, what the fuck?
It got debunked this year.
Now we're way beyond the box tonight.
If you think about it, it was finally debunked, but yet, what happened this year? No sports.
Yeah, it got debunked, and then Madden's curse said, "You know what? Fuck it, I'm ending all."
Music when after he said that.
Oh yeah, Ghost.
That's hilarious.
Croc guy is going to be on the Buccaneers.
That's not a myth. They made a video about it today.
No, it just reminded me. I was going to say something to Ghost.
What about Tom Brady going to the Buccaneers?
No,
Gronkowski.
What, he's coming back out of retirement?
Oh yeah.
Did you see the tweet that Tom Brady had?
Oh yeah, he blows in the conch shell and he comes running out of the woods. It's like, oh my god,
it was awesome. I'm like, yeah.
I'll have to check that out. No, man.
Now they're gonna win the next Super Bowl.
I knew you were a Patriots fan, so I figured I'd say something to you.
Oh, I'm a Tom Brady fan.
Probably not the best player.
I got news for you. Don't be surprised if Edelman goes over as well.
Fuck yeah, they're
Tampa Bay only traded a 4th round pick for Wrighster Gronkowski. I mean, that's not exactly a very high pick.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but you got to look at it. It's the Buccaneers, so anything is going to help them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. They were like, look, we'll trade our entire roster for one guy. We're just
they did start out as the Browns, so.
I mean, every team started out as the Browns at one point. The Ravens, Colts.
They weren't as bad as the Browns. Like the Buccaneers.
Did you read what Crispy Palm wrote in the chat? He says, Gronk wants to Brady D.
Absolutely.
Hey, sorry for sports fans, but I don't know any of them. Like, Brady's easy to remember, but that Gronkowski or whatever the fuck his name is, I was like...
I love how you even want to make sure you say it right. Gronkowski.
Yeah, he's like Gronkowski.
I'll be the first to admit,
sports,
I have no idea what the fuck any of y'all are talking about.
It's a football. The one guy gives it to the other guy, like on a Pornhub video. Give me the D.
I don't watch football.
Well,
you don't watch it on
made me think of what
Pornhub,
Cloud
I really
made.
thought you would have got that.
Never cared for it.
What, Pornhub or
Pornhub or
either?
I mean, everybody should watch Pornhub once.
Yeah, like I mean, you must.
Yeah.
Check it
I
out.
saw it
The
on the
internet's
cover.
amazing these days. It's not fucking AOL anymore.
Hey, in case no one knows, I just want to get it out there. Pornhub is offering premium service to everyone in the world for free right now. So
Free. Yeah.
It's all free,
not just Italy anymore.
And you get the full 30 minutes to an hour of the show.
Hey, I'll be honest. I got my monthly refunded this month. I was happy. I mean, I don't know where I heard it.
It's so you get the story.
And these guys are going deep.
It's for those
gaming
look,
beyond the
man,
floor.
it's for those people. I'm just saying, it's just for those people that want that, immersive experience. You know what
So
I mean?
wait a second.
Podcast is
He
brought to
came
you by
over.
Pornhub.
He came over as a plumber, honey. He was fixing the pipe, and then he gave her the pipe. It was amazing.
I was trying to figure out, how he's fixing this pipe so I can fix mine. I mean, mine's kind of clogged too. So.
I'm curious.
Honey, I gotta stick it in your ass because that's what the plumber did.
Along with his pipe, did he somehow give a cyberpunk 2077 controller that that's being delivered for me tomorrow, which I cannot wait for. So yes.
So wait a second.
You better be watching your wife then. He's coming in there with that controller.
Oh, he's coming with the controller, all right.
He better not have that package around his waist. And
he's going to speak like Crispy. Hey, baby, come on down here. I got a pipe I need you to fix.
Go gadget belt.
I know this box may be small, but what's in it will rock your world.
Come check out my Bowser, baby.
I eat the mushroom.
You ate the mushroom?
You have to eat the mushroom to watch it grow. Anyway, okay. We're getting way off track. All right,
Top Tech was bad.
We're going to do the next topic so we can lead into the next one.
The next
Everybody's favorite social media service, Facebook, now has a gaming app to focus on game streaming. They are wanting to compete with Twitch and Mixer, which I don't think
Didn't we talk about that already?
No, it just happened like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it just happened.
Matter of fact, I got an email from them today
They've been in beta for about 4 months for exclusive people. I got one because I have that Fork Boy Gaming on Facebook. They offered it, and I was like, when I looked up what I had to do, I'm like, nope, that's too much to do.
Yep, they offered it to me because I've got the Wilmy Hood Facebook page, and they're like, well, you can take all these followers and you can just turn the page into a gaming page. I'm like, no.
So, hold on. Here's my prediction, okay? Everybody ready for this? So when it happens, everybody's like, Fork called it first. Here you go. You ready?
Go for it.
It passes Mixer in like 2 months.
I was thinking
Wouldn't be hard.
I think in a couple of weeks.
Well, I mean, I was trying to be nice, but I have a feeling Mixer's going to get passed up.
Spent less money
Mainly
on it,
because,
too.
guess what? The Facebook app works at least, where Mixer still cannot get the app to work for Android or iPhone. So
Well, you also think about how many people are on Facebook.
Well, exactly.
You know what I mean? Just in general,
Everyone.
the population that's on Facebook. As soon as you turn into a gaming site, also, it's already done. I mean, so it's just a flip of a switch.
And mind you, whenever I post on Forkboy Gaming, I'm sure Wilmy has the same thing since he's admin. It'll ask me if I want to boost the post. Okay, well, I pay X amount of money and it'll boost it. Well, I guarantee it'll be the same thing of, hey, you want to go live? Pay an extra $40 and we'll send it to 10,000 people.
I feel like Facebook's creative team shit the bed on this hardcore. Like, if they would have got out in front of it, back when it started taking off, it would be the secondary platform for live streams. Guaranteed.
Well, they still had to make sure.
Did you look at the numbers? They have basically right now. They just have the certain community members that are engaged in gaming is 700 million of its 2.5 billion monthly users. That's what's crazy. Like right now, I think what the hours watched on Twitch is
2 billion.
The amount of hours watched this last month compared to Mixer makes a massive difference. And people are like, Mixer's catching up. Oh no.
They said the thing said they had 2 billion hours watched or some stupid number like that.
The other day we were talking and Ninja was streaming and he had 5,000 people watching him. And he was the top person for Valorant. You go on Twitch at the same time, and there was 190,000 people watching Summit 1 play. And I'm like, that's a massive difference.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook's late to the party, but we can't count them out. I mean,
absolutely not. They have too much reach.
It's like somebody just said. I mean, their app's already out there. People are already on it. It's already got
Facebook started mobile gaming.
At least 800,000 people, 800 million people, if not more, that have the damn app on their phone or on their computer. It's not going to be hard for them to blast it, or for certain people that they want, that they like. That hey, these are going to be our partners. They're going to push it. I mean, you scroll through on your fucking phone and you're like, hey, honey, we need to buy a vacuum. You open up Facebook and there's an Amazon ad for a vacuum. You're like,
that is very true. Yep. And
it'll be the same way. It'll be like, hey, Wilmy, I think I need to play that game. Oh, which game, Fork? Oh, I need to play that Mario game, and I open up Facebook and some guy streaming fucking Mario, and I'm like, okay, let's watch it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And
telling you, it's gonna happen. Watch.
I do not know.
You're talking about
so we're
Pornhub
still doing
Mario,
the conspiracy theory thing, right?
Pull up the next one.
Okay, that leads us into our next topic.
Oh, joy.
In case everybody, I'm pretty sure most people here saw the little advertisement I was putting out for the show with Fork, photoshopped on that chick's head. I know.
Funny shit.
How Fork only cares about subscribers. And
look, all I care about is I didn't like the fake message that I got from a fake account saying I like your legs. Those are not my legs. Those are not my fucking legs. Okay.
I bet that was Cloud.
You can thank Cloud for that, by the way. But that is going to be our next topic. And see, we've got Boom here. We're going to get his opinions on this too, and Dread and all of us here. Everybody has saw the story about this girl, going off on her wannabe subscribers on Twitch. We actually talked about this last night on News Podcast, Gaming After Dark. And, oh man, it was, we got I think a lot of us are on the same page. I guess maybe it's an age thing or something. But, I don't understand. Everybody here, we say it all the time. We do this for fun. We're not here. Yeah. We don't make money on this. I'm sorry.
We make billions.
we
should
don't
buy Microsoft.
I mean, Fork is out here selling bath water, Bomber. I mean,
$2.99.
Bomber is turning tricks on the street corner. He's got a mattress on his back.
Crushing that
curb
corner.
service.
Dude, absolutely.
Leo gives hand jobs at the local truck stop.
Where's my cut?
Why is it always hand jobs?
Where's my cut? Because I've been trying to set up HR Bomber's sister with Leo, and I'm not getting no cut.
I honestly thought you married HR Bomber's sister.
The thing is, how far?
There's like wife 12.
How far is too far to go with your chat? I mean, if you've ever been to this show, you guys know we just try to have fun. We will make everybody just have a good time for a couple of hours.
Sometimes we'll put you to sleep.
You will never hear anybody. You will never hear from me or anybody on this panel scream at you to make super chats to join the channel. None of that. No. It's not going to happen. And nobody on this panel is going to do it. And I know Boom would never do it. Dread would never do it on their channels. There's just a line you do not cross. And actually, Boom, I want you to tell us what you think about this lady from Twitch.
You know what? First of all, there is I'm an older guy. I might be the oldest guy on the chat, right?
I mean, by a couple of years, but
yeah, a couple of years. But you know what? I'm going to be 50 in September, and the one thing I will say as a guy that's been retired since 2014. As a New York City police officer, I always felt, especially with the younger generation coming in, that there was a disconnect in just being with humanity, on how I looked at the world and how they saw the world. And there has always been this sense of and again, I'm not throwing everybody under the bus here. I'm going to use this girl as the sticking point, so to speak. There is a mentality with the very younger generation this entitlement mentality that feels as if they are owed something for being here instead of actually earning their spot in life. Working hard, putting your nose down, doing the shit jobs that no one else is going to do, but you have to get your experience. When you do these, like for me personally, I came into the YouTube team very, very late, right? And I had no idea I was going to be successful. I had absolutely no clue that I had a chance. You got to remember, I'm very, I like being very forthcoming, very, very transparent. And, me coming out as a retired New York City police officer was very risky, right? Me being very open about, my relationship with my wife, putting her into the spotlight, very risky. And when you get a super chat from someone, if you're fortunate enough to get your channel to be monetized and someone drops $1 or $100, it is equal value because that person is doing something that they are not fucking required to do. And channel membership is something else. Now, I got to be honest with you. I felt very, almost to the point of embarrassed to do any of these, money situations when it came to YouTube, monetizing the channel, doing, accepting the super chats, doing the channel memberships, even doing Patreon. And I actually, talk with a few people that I trust indubitably, and with their vote of confidence, I said, you know what, I do put a lot of work into the channel. Let me see if I can do this. And the way that you speak to people, the way she spoke to people, that one particular person was not only disgusting. I don't know if she retains any of her followers. That's disgusting. Because the reality is what she turned into is really who she is. The facade of this gaming girl with pink tutu socks and everything else, that's just bullshit. The real person came out live on the air. And it's very unfortunate that there are more than not of those types of people that go out of their way to take advantage of their fan base. That's something you will never find. That's why when I built this channel, it was built with the community first mentality. not my mentality. And of course, having every guest that comes on my show, and most of you have been on, are made to feel important because you're there donating your time to my show. You don't have to do that. So, if you put community first, you're supposed to put everything before yourself. At least that's how I was raised. And seeing some of the ways that these people act, it's gross. I'll close it out with that.
I run a Twitch. I have a Patreon. Some of the guys are on it, and other people are subbed also. I have Twitch subscribers, which people have donated subs to it and everything. And he was even asked if they could donate money. And last year, I did it like, okay, I'm going to buy this. This is how much it costs. If you want to donate to it, great. Luckily, yeah, people donated to it. Could I afford it on my own? Yeah, I was saving for it anyway, so if I didn't meet it, it was no big deal. So to me, I'm right there with Boom. It's like, did I ask people for money? No, I put a goal out there, said, hey, this is how much it's going to take. I'll pay for it myself, or if you guys want to donate, that's where the money's going. Almost all the money that I get either goes to buy games for certain things or for giveaways or other things, but for the most part, watching her video of her basically telling people you have to donate, to me, it's disgusting. It's just like,
gross.
Nobody owes you shit. Yes. Nobody owes you shit. This is not a job you got hired for, and even if it is a job you got hired for, you still got to fucking work. You got to show up. You got to show up. You got to. To me, it pisses me off because it's like people that I see when I go to the hospital that think, oh, well, I'm here, so now I should get paid. Well, I should get paid what you do. And I'm like, I've been doing this 13 fucking years, and I put in my work. I've gotten extra education. No, you have to put in work. Now, does that mean everyone's going to succeed? No, not everybody is going to become partner on Twitch. The sooner you realize, hey, when you have 30 people watching you or 40 people watching you, we have 71 right now. Guess what? That's 71 people that took it out of their day to watch you. And honestly, it makes me feel awesome that you chose to come out and watch us or to come and watch me on Twitch. It makes me feel awesome. But at the same time, when someone donates money, it makes me feel good. But at the same time, to me, it's like I feel honored that they put their money towards me and my content. Mm-hmm. I couldn't imagine telling somebody, well, you have to do it. They don't have to do shit. I mean,
you're lucky people are tuning in.
I don't care if it's an Amazon Prime free subscription. It's not costing them anything. Guess what? It is. People are like, oh, it's a free subscription. No, it's not. They're paying $120 a year to have Amazon Prime. Now, mind you, they're probably using it for shipping and things like that. But guess what? That's still $120. They're paying $10 a month.
But they also can use it to somebody else.
Like, yeah, exactly.
That's the whole point.
To me, it's like, it's not free. It's not, oh, I have it. I'm just going to give it. You should give it to me because it's free. It's not free. Nothing in this life is free. Nothing.
And look, I know a lot of people.
You're reminding me to go resubscribe to your shit because it doesn't renew.
And like,
sorry, I didn't mean it for like that.
And I know
Thank
a lot
you,
of
Obi.
people
I appreciate
can't stand this person. Like, I know a lot of people can't stand this person, but Ninja, he posted his video.
Oh, dude, Ninja called her out too, and then people tagged him.
Well, my thing is, he actually called out a different person because there's multiple people doing this in their live stream to their community, and it's bullshit. The shit it's disgusting. They seem like they're like, this is my job. This is the only way I can pay my bills and shit. I'm like, dude, you're in the wrong thing. You shouldn't be like. Do you go to work? Like, when you did work or whatever, like, I don't know her situation, but if she did have a regular job, did she go to work and go, hey, I need my paycheck right now since I'm here at work? Like, this is just BS.
Yeah, it works well.
She comes from an affluent family, so she doesn't need to.
Yeah, she came from a pretty wealthy family.
Okay, even if she didn't, I don't care if she, like, picked up peanuts off the ground to pay for her education. Either way, the fact that you're going to sit there and just tell your people that, hey, I don't care if you're watching me, you should be paying me. What?
Well, you know what the sad part is?
You got on a free
People do it, is the sad
Come
part.
on. Yeah,
Put a fucking shovel in that bitch's hand for fucking 10 minutes. She'll appreciate life more.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you don't even have to do that. Let her come to work for me for about 2 hours. Let me put her in a bio suit.
Turn off
my first
You walk in the door and walk out.
My first job was a dishwasher at a banquet diner hall at a hotel that served 500 people a night.
Jesus.
I hated that fucking job. But it also taught me how to appreciate the fact that, guess what? You started at one point. And mind you, I worked with my dad before that mowing lawns on the weekend, so I understood what work was. But it let me understand, this sucks. I want something better.
No, yeah, and it's just. I mean, you can't.
It frustrates me. It frustrates.
But the people. But I promise, if those people go back to her stream, that just says a different thing for those particular people. Like they're dumbasses.
Well, did anyone actually leave her stream?
It's part of the trick.
Since I was like
absolutely.
15 fucking years old, I've been doing nothing but manual labor. I got into my 30s and decided I didn't want to die in a fucking boiler house. So I went back to fucking school at 30-some years old because I wanted a degree that could lead me to something I enjoy doing. Like, this bitch hasn't worked a day in her fucking life. You tell me that's not work. This bitch is on here shaming people. Like that, whatever she's doing, whatever she's done, I guarantee you she doesn't have a callus on her fucking body.
And she was doing it while chilled out on a couch or whatever.
Here's the part that got me. And last night, if you tuned in the news show, Primal Eve summed it up best. And this is coming from Primal. And you guys, if you've ever listened to the news show and you know who Primal is, Primal doesn't pull any punches. She just basically said it. You know, when you think your job is to go on a camera on Twitch and flaunt your boobs and everything to get viewers,
that's porn.
That's yeah. I mean, and we were talking about earlier, Pornhub's free. Why are you going to pay some, e-girl to look at, her cleavage when you can go to Pornhub and watch the shit for free?
And just to let you know, on Pornhub, there is a search engine. Just saying.
Dude, there's live services there that actually will do a lot more than the e-girl that's on Twitch.
Maybe the reason to go to the e-girls is because
Twitch has a TOS. You can't show nipples, even guy nipples. I'm just saying.
Yep, exactly, dude. Like, it's beyond ridiculous. I mean, it's stupid. She's just
to me.
She's
it
putting
just shows
the
her
whole e-girl thing. Like, I'm sorry, there are some awesome women streamers, absolutely, and this is where a lot of people, there's some dumbasses that will be like, they don't need to be streamed. Like, no, these particular people like this don't need to stream. There's dudes out there saying, you need to get me to sit here and watch me for 2 hours. No, go eat a dick. Sorry.
Yeah, they should be thankful people actually watch their shit. That's
exactly
it.
You know what?
We love you too, Nano.
Thank you, Nano, for the super chat.
Thanks, Nano.
By the way, it's 1:30 a.m. where he's at, and he's up watching us.
He's got
that Red Bull.
Nano did
he got that wrong.
£9.99. So I don't know what that converts to in dollars, but no fakes, no frauds, no hoes here. Just awesome, real gamers and straight talkers. Love you all. Thanks, Nano. We appreciate it, man. Seriously. People tune in and they watch it also the next day, but it all comes down to me. Someone just said about giving her a shovel. She's probably never had to work a day in her life. She's always gotten everything. So to her, she's probably like, well, if I just tell Daddy that I want $1,000, he'll give it to me. So if I just tell him my stream I want this, they'll give it to me. It's like, no, that's not the way the world works.
Well, and
you'll have some people.
How did she get the camera, the computer? How did she get all this stuff in the first place?
Well, some of them,
sure, Daddy bought it.
Some of them have giant lists. If you've seen them on Twitter, some of them have
I
giant
remember that
wish
show.
lists.
They put up their
I want this Louis Vuitton handbag. You can buy me that. You can buy me those shoes. You can buy me this Porsche. I mean,
the best one was Wilmy said that there was one that someone had an Amazon wish list, and one of it was a deck.
Yeah, a deck for their house.
It's like, wait a second, you can order that on Amazon? I didn't know that came in the mail.
You can get pre-built ones for your trailers. I don't know how that works for houses, but yeah,
you can get them for your house.
Here's the first 2x4. Another 200 days, we'll be good.
Good job, Bomber, with the accent.
Yeah, they'll use larger freight companies to ship something like that.
It just amazes me, man.
To me, it just blows me away that it's just like, it's just the whole entitlement thing. I mean, it's like, some people, my wife, when it was for a Stream Deck, and I think capture card, because I needed to do capture card, I wanted to get Stream Deck. Yeah, I put the goal up there. That's a goal. Did I say, you have to do it or I'm canceling my stream? I'm like, no, this is what I need to pay. If you guys want to donate, cool. If you don't.
Hell, it didn't even sound like you were trying to get anyone to help you out. You're just like, I'm going to buy it anyways. But
well, no, it's like, if you want to donate, cool. If you don't, that's fine. And so, my best friend donated $400, and I'm like, oh shit. And yeah, so he was my best friend who paid for it, but at the same time, other people donated too. But to me, it's just like, look, there's a difference between saying, hey, I have a goal, and then people like her saying we have to do it. Well, no one's got to do shit.
There's also other ways you can do it. Like if you've ever tuned into any of my streams, like I don't even mention channel membership or Patreon unless someone actually does it live on the air. Otherwise, you just see a little ticker tape on the bottom that I switch out. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I know that people are going to be like, oh, but you should, you work real hard. I appreciate the compliments, but I feel I feel guilty. I actually feel guilty asking, hey, listen, you want to be a channel member? So I do it in a way where it doesn't make me feel gross. Now, what people seem to not understand with a lot of these streamers in the last couple of weeks is that, first of all, if you are nice enough to donate to somebody, they should be happy that you're donating. But if you look at the fucking time that we're in the middle of a pandemic. People are losing their jobs left and right. If you get fucking $10 on a stream, you should be counting your lucky stars, because quite frankly, that could be more money than someone in your neighbor that's making that might have lost their job. So again, it's the disgusting mentality that these young people have, unfortunately, and I'm not throwing everybody under the bus, because when we were all young we did stupid shit, but there is a difference,
and some of us still haven't grown out of it yet.
No, it's true.
The judge sealed my file, so I'm good.
My stupid shit was like taking off my shoe. I was walking down Main Street. Let me catch a trailer of a truck.
Let me catch this. Thank you, Cyber, for the $5 super chat. You all are awesome, and yes, send me some bath water. I want to relax after work.
Send your address to Bomber, and he'll send it out for you.
Send Bomber your address, dude. We'll get you some bath water straight out.
Word of advice: you don't want to drink it.
There may be some floaties in there, but it's okay.
Chlamydia? What?
Oh, dude.
Oh, we got Bomber's sister in the chat too. See?
Remember, there you can never get rid of herpes.
Yeah,
but see,
I went back to work today, and I regret going back to work today.
The thing about this girl that really makes me mad, and I mean, Boom, we're not that far apart in age, and we talk quite a bit back and forth. I knew he was going to really agree with, I mean, he's pretty much got the same feeling on this girl that I've got. And, the thing is, matter of fact, the dude that can tell you personally...
Sorry, Wilmy. Sorry, man.
Sorry.
I see it. Dizzy, thank you for the $5. I was going to be a streamer once, but no one would buy my calendar. They had photos of my bum at different angles that made me feel sad, and I cried.
I'm sorry, man, to interrupt you.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye, and I couldn't help.
Hey, he confided that in me. That's real.
Oh, I was just gonna say, maybe if we were in the calendar. No, it probably wouldn't sell shit.
I can send you a picture of my bum. Anybody that wants it, let me know. I'll send it for free.
The forking calendar.
Exclusive Mr. Boomstick.
But
pictures.
Before Dizzy just derailed my train of thought. Matter of fact, Mr. J, or Graphic God here in the chat, there's a lot of work that goes into this shit, but I don't really consider it actual work. Now, if you do what Boom does every podcast, that's work. But for us,
it's an ungodly amount.
I mean, I've been on Boom's podcast several times. He puts in work. But what we do here every Wednesday.
When I send him the show notes.
Yeah. When you send me show notes, it's like, Jesus Christ, I need 72 hours to read these.
Yeah.
Half of us hop on here and we read the topics as we're going.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, we put in work, but
the thing is, I mean, Jay is responsible for pretty much everything you see on your phone screen or computer screen.
Mm-hmm.
Jay has built everything, and this isn't the only one. Matter of fact, last week I had to get up with Jay, and I'm like, guess what? We got a problem. Streamlabs doesn't want to work with Discord, so we set up StreamYard. So I had all day. I had Jay working on that like a madman. I've got
Jay's not only an artist, but he's his tech guy too.
Yeah, I've got a lot of money. I've got a lot of money invested in this whole thing, and we don't care because we do it for fun.
Thank you for calling Graphic God Services. How may I redirect your call?
Yeah, pretty much. And, I'm not out here. I don't have merchandise, that we're selling. or any of that stuff because right now, another thing.
Well, we are trying to sell Fork. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, but he's getting brought back. But the thing is, the girl also doesn't realize there's a pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
There are
millions. You said what?
There are millions of people not working.
Yep.
Millions of people.
I think the problem though is the government. People are working.
Boom had said it earlier. That's the disconnect with this generation on the fact that they're like, well, yeah, there's an epidemic, but you got a $1,200 stimulus, so you can spend it on me. And it's like, no dumb shit. People aren't.
I actually saw a video where this guy was going off on about the whole. Did you see that with the New York guy?
Dude, it's absolutely great.
It makes so much fucking sense, and he like just laid it out. It's like how fucking easy.
But the thing is, I'm sorry. People can get mad. The bitch needs a reality check.
Yeah, I agree.
A bad one.
That's it.
Like I want to give a quick example. Like I've been saving up to upgrade my graphics card. It came today.
Lots of blowjobs.
Yeah. Congrats.
The only reason why it
1060.
It came here, like I literally once this horse shit hit and I knew my hours were going to be cut significantly. I am lucky enough and appreciative for the hours I do get because I'm considered essential, but they cut our hours.
Street corner.
We got this fucking stimulus
Name
check.
desired.
Yes.
Me and my girlfriend both, and she's like, "Go spend that money that you saved up." Even though I was gonna literally pay bills with it. I was like, "Holy shit! I'm glad I was sticking this shit away."
That's awesome.
But she told me to do it, and like I earned that.
Sounds like a
I
keeper.
still feel guilty for it. Like
A
I
lot
still feel bad about it.
A lot of bobbing on the joystick.
What GPU did you get?
I got the 2070 Super.
Thanks, dude. That's a great one.
That's really like, tell me the specs. Tell me the specs. Oh yeah.
I just need to know who the manufacturer is.
EVGA, fuck the world, bud.
All right, there you go. I know the specs.
All right.
I know it's for the win, but I said fuck the world.
Let's
FTW does not mean for the win. I don't care what anybody says. It means fuck the win.
Here's the other thing, right?
Before we hopped in here, I did.
It's like a marketing thing.
Let me tell you where I got it up to real quick. Go ahead. You guys can move on to the next topic.
So it's like a marketing thing, you know what I mean? So her doing that also got how many viewers to watch her?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I know.
Unfortunately, it's a paparazzi thing. It's good to be in the limelight. It's also good to have bad publicity.
Well, that brings into mind some YouTubers.
Okay. Hold on. First of all, I've done a lot of nude streams and not a damn thing has gone up. Okay, I'm just saying.
Take a blue pill next time.
We realize why.
Yeah, blue pills work pretty good.
Really, bummer.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes you just gotta, if you never mind.
And did anybody see?
You don't get it on your shoes.
We talked about it.
I saw that, Dizzy.
We talked about it last week. Everybody's favorite journalist, Jason Schreier, is leaving Kotaku, and he joined Bloomberg.
Yes, he did.
That's enough of that topic. Okay.
Yep.
I mean,
I was gonna say we talked about him already.
I was actually thinking he was going to go join Sony Magazine, so I'm a little upset.
Well, that's
Sony has a magazine.
Well,
There's
now
magazines
Bloomberg's not going to
still?
be credible.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought the only one they made still was Women's World and People.
At least he didn't go to Forbes.
I mean, he could have.
I mean, it's not true.
Damn,
9.
Just got real quiet.
But anyway, nobody cares.
Next
about Jason.
topic.
Yeah, that topic.
Yeah,
just
that's what I
died.
said.
Okay.
That's enough of that topic. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. I didn't really get a chance to read it very much.
I'm not that fat, damn it.
You're pretty big.
Fuck you.
And actually, people will get to realize that next week, because next week we start using webcams.
I have a Twitch stream. I mean,
I know you do.
I was gonna say, Fork's
Nobody
been on
wants to see
stream
this
for a
ugly
while.
mug. That's gonna be bad.
I know you do, but nobody has saw my face. So next week is everybody's chance. You get to see what womanhood really
Cyber
looks like.
again with the super chat. Go buy some
buy
blue
some-
pills.
okay, first of all, you're
Thank you,
not supposed to
Cyber.
snort those. You're supposed to swallow them. They don't work when you snort them.
And
you put 'em up your
Noof, I
bum.
completely agree.
Show us your tits.
Fork is actually proud. He is now up to a C cup.
Damn right. It's like a really full C cup too. Like nipples get a little hard outside. It's great.
But was it Jez Gordon that put out the article earlier today
Yes.
about Fable? A lot of people been saying Fable was just a rumor. It wasn't going to happen.
Fable beer?
Are you putting out an article about Fable?
Yeah, it's a special edition.
Yep. And
Or ale?
Did we've got the article here somewhere. Oh my god, where is it? Because Discord is crazy right now. It does not want to work properly. Do we have the article?
Nope.
I saw it on.
Husk, what are you putting in chat?
Hey, Wilmy, you should come on camera dressed like Pinhead.
Actually, I will shock the fuck out of you guys next week. Trust me.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, he's putting the gloves back on.
Helmet. He's got his Doom helmet on.
We don't need to see the 12-incher. God.
Oh, I've got plenty of different helmets, dude. I collect all kinds of crazy shit. But Noof, I wish
German helmet's gonna come out, ain't it?
I wish
He's gonna pull out that Saints Row dildo sword.
I thought he was gonna pull out all the used
I know
dildo.
we put somebody put this in here earlier.
That's a collection.
Well, they call in Fable they call it ale anyways. So. I mean, you're not a
Dread
damn milk
wasn't-
drinker, are you?
Dread, wasn't you weren't you the guy that put it in there in the Discord?
No.
No, it's Obi. Obi, where'd it go?
No.
What did I put?
Are you talking about
the Halo?
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
the
put
Halo?
Halo in there.
I don't think we had anything from Just Go. Not gonna lie.
Boom
say,
said
Boom
something
had
about
it
it earlier.
Yeah, I had dropped something. I had dropped in the fact that the whole Twitter thing, but there was a 4chan post that talked about everything that we wanted to know about the Halo single player campaign.
Oh no, Obi put it in the group chat, not in Discord.
Oh, yeah, the group chat Discord and the group chat on Twitter.
Oh, I don't read.
See?
Okay, we've lost it somewhere. But
This is why
It's been lost to the abyss. Cthulhu has it now.
Matt, I'm pretty sure I look nothing like you think I look.
He's actually a tall,
about 500 pounds, 7'8".
No, actually, I'm 5'10". I'm not that tall.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm
Jesus.
6'2".
We know what to get you now. Step stool.
But
Welcome to the Lollipop Guild, Jesus.
okay, Florida man.
Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. Oh, sorry.
So that's why I got a little.
Well, since we did not get the article, let's do this.
Yeah,
one.
no.
Quantum Error developer says anything is possible when it comes to a possible
Barbie?
Xbox Series X version. Of
They
the
also
game.
released a Series X logo today.
But at the very end, it says they're not even focused on it. So
But they're saying
back and
it's
forth. It's
you
not
know.
out of the window.
They
Alright.
won't
Which
say never.
Yeah, never say never. Which
I saw the clip, and I know a lot of people downplayed it for the PlayStation. I thought it looked pretty cool.
whatever. No,
What's that?
Quantum error.
Quantum Error.
Well, Quantum never looks fantastic,
No,
man.
it
See, that's what I
Absolutely
thought too.
does.
Yeah, I mean, okay, again, that's a timed exclusive that's eventually coming to the Xbox or.
I think people are comparing themselves in chat right now.
That's not
Yeah,
good.
what the hell? If it ain't 12 inches, I'm not interested. I have really got to quit looking at my computer monitor.
It's like a baby's arm holding an
Okay,
apple.
stop it. Oh my god. You know this is gonna be like a 3-hour show, right? Like that's basically what this is getting pushed out to be. Oh, damn.
It doesn't matter. Where's
it
everybody going to go?
Exactly.
You ain't,
Man, I
you
was
ain't
early
going,
last night.
really
I was like
some of these
throwing a
people
hot
want to go
dog
jerk
down
off
the
somewhere.
hallway.
Well, let's see.
you're not going to
I
the
got-
bar tonight, are you?
I got,
bar?
I
Let's go
got
to
the
my
message. I got the message today from my boss. I got furloughed for a week.
Sorry,
Oh,
man.
damn.
damn.
Yeah.
That
Damn,
sucks.
dude. Son of a.
So
Fuck.
good thing is I was it's it is what it is, man. At least I was able to pick which week.
Yeah,
I
there you
picked
go.
I picked the end of May. So I'm still working right now, but it's like we gotta no overtime. We gotta do what we gotta do. So it's like, all right, we gotta pay off everything we can before that happens.
And then he just like
And who knows?
disappears.
It may change before then. They may start working more. Like, hey, you don't need furloughed.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing is they were talking about if they bring us back before then, that the guys that did get furloughed, they're gonna probably get some sort of cash back.
That'd be great.
That'd be
That'd be
great.
good for them.
That'd be awesome.
So it's like you're rolling the dice, man.
Absolutely.
It was originally supposed to be tomorrow. Yeah, it was originally supposed to be next week, and I was able to push it back for the end of May. I'm not trying to bring anybody down, man.
We all just went through. But dude, honestly, I mean, it's just how it is, everybody, dude. I mean,
it's one of those things that everyone's dealing with.
It affects everybody.
I mean, heck, I got furloughed for 3.5 weeks, and they got called and said, "Hey, come work Wednesday." I'm like, "Oh, sweet." They're like, "Oh, by the way, you're still furloughed, so it's day to day." I'm like, "Oh, that's great."
Well, I mean, my wife got forced by the government to not working, so.
I was gonna say that happened like what, a month and a half ago or so.
Yeah, right at a month.
She's ready to.
Because that was like one of the first things I heard with something like that happening.
Oh yeah, I mean, everybody's getting affected, and this shit's just crazy.
Yeah, and that's what makes that girl on Twitch. That just wants
exactly. That bitch. Look, you're.
Anyway, and that's what gets me. You know what I mean? Husk saved up for his graphics card and was able to spend it. I had, I just found out about it, but I mean, we're saving up money. We got our stimulus package, so we're okay. There's others that are in worse condition than we are.
Yeah.
I got another coworker. He's got 6 kids.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean?
Good God. I have a vasectomy.
That hurts. That hurts.
Well,
I bet he's irritated all the time.
He's got, listen to this. He's got 5 girls.
Oh, God.
He said he finally did some freaky shit, and he got his boy.
So,
we'll save that for a different podcast.
It's a different podcast.
Freaky shit when you've had 5 girls means he brought in a switch batter. He's like, "Honey, here's Bob. We're having a boy."
Okay. All right. We're getting way off track.
We're going back to Pornhub territory.
In other news.
In other news, let's go.
In other news.
Speaking of Pornhub.
In other news.
Do you want to change the subject?
That means shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Fork, shut the fuck up. God.
Okay, can we just please have your silence for just a brief moment? Thank you.
Has that ever worked?
Yes, it just did, didn't it? Okay, and in other news, IGN.
Come on.
IGN says Sony reportedly anticipates the PlayStation 5's price will come in around $499 to $549.
Wait, did you just bring up IGN?
I did.
You?
Yeah, I know. It's weird, right?
What the fuck? Are you high? Did Ghost give you something?
No, I'm not high, but I'm getting irritated. I'm going to drive to Ohio and strangle you in about 5 more minutes, Leo.
Okay, I'm a massive shit, and I have a code to give away.
We do.
Whoa, you found the code in the shit?
No, I took a big shit, thought about it, and decided I'd give it away.
So you're like, I swallowed it a week ago, it finally came out already.
Put pictures round 2 to Leo.
A, C, 2.
I'm going to do the same thing I did last week.
Okay. Can we get back to the whole PlayStation price thing, please?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's really fascinating to listen to you taking a shit, and I'm really... I feel closer to you now, knowing that you wanted to share that experience with all of us in our chat.
You're welcome.
At least
I personally, my interest in what you're saying is slight to moderate at this point.
The irritation grows.
So, let's talk about the fucking PS5.
Go! Someone needs a hug.
Damn it, you called me a pony.
What coffee did you drink, Lonnie?
I'm getting ready to go make another cup, actually. The caffeine's
really
working.
I was going to say, it sounds like you've worn off the Nescafe.
Oh, no. It's just now kicking in, and I need another cup now.
That juju get you, man.
Woo! But anyway, guess what? Oh, no, I only have 3 kids, J-Mo, and they're all 3 grown. But I feel like I've got a couple of extra sometimes.
I was going to say, probably feels like he has extra kids.
But anyway,
first of all,
what are your guys' thoughts on the PlayStation 5 pricing? To me, it's not a
honestly,
shock.
I'm not surprised. Because they were around $500 with the last gen, weren't they, when they first came out?
$400.
It was $400. That's why they won the generation.
That's why they
Xbox was $5.
Yes.
Because it came with the Kinect and all that.
Yeah.
So it's really not a big price jump.
I'll be honest.
$100 in what, 7 years?
A machine that runs 4K, 60 frames per second, supposedly $500. No, it doesn't shock me at all. Or $550. I mean, hell, $600 wouldn't have shocked me. It's like you're paying for a system that can do 4K with 60 frames. Guess what? Deal with it.
You don't want to watch titles on
keep your
PS4.
PS4.
I think about the price. and tell you which one.
What
I
if you
like.
stack it up to a system that's superior and it's the same price?
Well, I'm not buying a PS5, so I don't give a shit.
Well, that's the problem that I think if this, in a sense, is real, that it's $550, and your competitor comes in the same price, it's going to be a tough pill to swallow. Granted, it's still Sony. It doesn't matter. I hate to say it every time, is that it doesn't matter if they are the same price as Xbox. They're still going to sell a shit ton of them. They'll sell out of their limited stock, as they say.
Here's the biggest thing about it. People that like Sony will buy Sony. People that like Xbox will buy Xbox. It doesn't matter what the specs are, because at the end of the day, people that like Ford buy Ford. People that like Chevy buy Chevy. It doesn't matter. And like I posted today in that tweet, it doesn't matter.
That's very true. The thing is this. The reason why it is going to be 500 is because right now, if you look at Sony's stocks, and my brother actually is he has some investment in Sony, and speaking with him, Sony is only making money. Their only division that's making money are two. One, the movie division, which of course is now tanking because of C-19, and of course the PlayStation division is what's keeping them in the black, and they're making money hand over fist. I mean, a perfect example is Final Fantasy VII is moving consoles by the thousands for Sony because it's exclusive for the year. They got the year exclusive, and quite frankly, Final Fantasy VII is an amazing game if you haven't played it.
Well, hell, they made a good bundle for Japan with Final Fantasy VII.
I don't understand what possesses somebody to go buy a console just to play something like that.
Because someone got $1,200 from the government, and I'm going to buy it.
Well, I mean, you got to think that's a game
very true.
I heard a lot of good things.
That's also
about
a game that was always PlayStation game, and crap. If I don't have a PlayStation now, it's a good reason instead of having to wait another year to possibly get another one. Like, why not go ahead and pay it, buy it, play it?
Well, yeah.
Super
If people
cheap.
are just buying a console for one game,
trade it in. Yeah.
One to look all over the place for a new console.
I mean, just to continue with the point, though, I mean, right now, Sony is in complete disarray. As we've heard on numerous podcasts, I mean, I've talked about it exclusively on numerous shows about how this is such a different Sony. And unfortunately, that the Bloomberg report that basically is where this is stemming from is really painted them in a bad light. And Microsoft, as we've seen and what we talked about privately before we went, live, is doing everything right. Their marketing is just hitting on all the switches, whereas now it seems like Sony is stumbling. So both consoles are going to come out at 500, and yes, the Microsoft box is going to be again more powerful, and it's going to run things better. The question that you're going to have to, the real question here isn't so much the pricing as much as what we're hearing about on the back end of this report is Sony has already told their distributors that they're not going to make as many PlayStation 5s. They're looking between 5 and 6 million in the first quarter that ends on the 31st of March in 2021. Let's just get crazy here and say they hit it on the high mark, 6 million. 6 million in the course of it launching from November to March is a 4-month period. And what is that? So if we know that they are worldwide distributed, right? And this is why they sell more consoles, because they're a more worldwide, accepted brand as opposed to Microsoft. So now you got to ask yourself the question. For instance, how many of those consoles is North America getting? If you say more than 1 million, well, I don't know if I would agree with you, right? So let's just say, for instance, they get 1 million.
That's 1 million divided by 50 states.
And then you still have Europe, and you still
Japan's going to get the most right away because they're a
probably,
Japanese company.
Yeah, they're probably going to get the most. But the thing is now we run into an issue with supply and demand. Now, from what we've heard with Microsoft, to kind of just turn the dial a little bit, it seems as if they are extremely prepared. And if they're going to do the two SKU console release, which would the S and the X, we'll all admit, as gamers, right? We're all very impatient. Most people in the chat here will not. We're all considered the diehards, but the average gamer doesn't like waiting. And what's going to wind up happening is a lot of those Xbox gamer from the 360 era that went over to PS4 because of power and price could potentially come back to the Xbox brand for not only the more powerful box at $500, but the cheaper box at $300. So right now, Sony is in a bit of a pickle. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, people may disagree with me and say, well, boom, they have games. You know what? They do have games.
Boom! I disagree. They have games.
There you go. But right now...
Boom! Have you known Xbox has no games? Come on now.
That's true. They don't have any games. I can't figure out what to play on my console. I'm going to be honest with you. But
I mean, if it wasn't for third-party support, it'd be dead in the water.
But
I hear Family Dollar is buying Microsoft next week.
Now, to pick off of what you said, Boom, is like, you got to think of this too. The PS4. In August of 2014, they had 10 million units sold. So honestly, this say 5 to 6 million within that span till the end of March. You said,
yeah, March 31st.
Really not bad at all. That's actually a very good launch, amazing launch actually. For if they do sell that 6 million, it's going to be technically the biggest boost. And this is kind of like where like the PlayStation 4 boosted was between 2016 and 17. So I mean, it's going to be those couple of years. Once you have established games out, is where you're going to see this huge boom. And so that's where I think...
Huge boom! You said boom, boom's on the podcast.
I did, I know, right? A lot of booming.
Well, so, Boom said... And
I went and made me another cup of coffee, folks.
I mean, let's be honest, though. If there's 5 to 6 million, okay, let's go with 6 million. Okay, let's go with the biggest markets, okay? China, Japan, North America... Europe, South America. Let's throw them in there. Maybe Australia.
I think you're bored.
Okay?
Good night, mate.
Let's go with 6. That means everyone
Let's
gets
throw
1
another
million.
shrimp on the Xbox.
I mean, to be totally honest, if America gets 1.5 million, it's 1.5 million divided by a shit ton of cities. I mean, I kind of agree. People aren't going to wait and say, "Hey, you know what? I'll wait till summer to get that because I really want to know." They'll switch over.
But I promise you, the U.S. will get more than Europe. That's just the US
and you heard it here first.
Electronics. I mean, they just do. I mean, the U.S. buys more electronics than almost anywhere except for Japan. So you're going to have Japan and the U.S. have the most units and spread out.
And just think, that poor little girl that has no money on Twitch, that's what she was begging for, money. She needs, number 1, a breast implant, and 2, a PlayStation 5.
Fucking titty implant? Damn, bitches.
Hey, I bet you that
controller's
going to help.
If I donate, do I get a touch?
No.
I think you're still on probation, Fork.
Congrats to Battle Jeans for winning the Jedi Fallen Order Deluxe Edition code.
Thanks, dude.
I mean,
I
it all comes down to...
Well done, sir.
We're all going to see on
Jeans
eBay
good at guessing those.
No shit.
PlayStation 5s for $2,000, and dumbass parents will be like, "Little Johnny, I got you one, but the credit card's maxed out."
Let's see. I don't think
little Johnny would give a damn.
I really don't think it's...
No, none of those little bastards ever care.
And the fact that current gen's going to be supported for so long, I don't see the huge like, oh my gosh, got to get these like day one absolute. Like I don't know. That's just me.
SJ,
I like the
SJ McLean. I just picked your name, dude. If you're still in the chat, which I saw you just comment a second ago, send me a DM on Twitter and tell me what game you would like to have and what console.
Shower with Daddy on PC.
Yeah. Oh, that's got to be a PlayStation.
Because
I'm guessing Final Fantasy 7 or Animal Crossing.
SJ is always pops in the podcast. He's not won anything, so I was trying to put people's names in here that have not won anything recently. So SJ, just send me a DM on Twitter, dude. Tell me what game you'd like to have and what console, and we'll make that happen here in the next couple of hours.
I haven't won anything.
Any game you want. It doesn't matter.
And I need
just tell me which game. All right, carry on.
Show us your tits.
For the game, you have to show the tits.
No, you do not. And if you're
That's what he just said.
if you're going to show tits, send the pictures to Leo. please.
There you go.
No, none of that.
Just-
Send pictures of
Ship
Leo
their toes.
bullshit again.
And then add your toes in it.
Send us your toe tips.
Your toe tip.
What the fuck are toe tits?
Pics.
Must be the corns
Titties on your toes.
Walking the
Probably
razor's
your corns
edge.
on your
Just
toes.
saying.
Man, you got some fucking toe tits. You got some goddamn problems.
Hey, Leo, how many pictures did you get last week?
Too many that he blocked them all.
Yeah, I did block
He
them all.
blocked half of Twitter.
Thanks, GoldenEye. I appreciate it, man.
And I almost blocked Obi and Huss too for playing that shit on me.
It wasn't my idea, fucker. I just provided.
Hey, what's blocking us on Twitter gonna do? You'll
Oh,
have to be able-
a new cry. Battle toes.
Oh,
You know, all I gotta say is if you blocked Obi, that'd make a very interesting chat on Twitter. Be
I
like,
know, right? I was thinking that too after I was like, that could be kind of funny.
Speaking of
Obi
Obi,
would get a laugh out of it.
Obi, since you posted that thing on Halo Infinite in Discord, you want to go ahead and talk about it?
All right, it was debunked.
Oh, never mind then. Let's not talk about it. Fuck it.
damn it, I got excited about
Yeah,
that. Let's talk
Infinite's
about it.
been
It's
canceled.
real
You know what?
news.
Though? I'll put it this way. I'll say this about that because I'm talking about it tomorrow on my show. If it's debunked by 343 or Microsoft,
yeah.
then you pull it from your lineup of topics. Unless it's one of them, somebody that just comes out. Well, that's 4chan's. Listen, we understand if anytime you go to 4chan, you gotta immediately think that 70% of the stuff you're gonna read is probably bullshit.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they have gotten it right more times than they're given enough credit for. So to be honest with you, even if you don't, completely run with the story, there is a lot to take away from this league. Because I'm going to be honest with you, based on what we saw, what we read, even though, again, probably not a lot of it is true, that's what I want my Halo Infinite to look like, because it is going to give you side missions. It's going to give you the ability to open up the world once you beat the game. It's going to give you
That confused me, actually. The whole opening up the world after you beat it. You'd think it'd be open to begin with. It's like, what I mean? Like most open worlds, you can just go wherever you want.
replayability. You beat the game, and then it gives you side missions, so it keeps you playing longer. Because you
But
beat it,
they're
then you go
saying
back.
the whole world is explorable afterwards.
Because think about it, like Halo's always been linear. It's always you have this, go here, beat it, be done. Well, if they still have that, but semi-open, kind of like a Gears kind of thing, where you have that semi-open feel, but then at the end, once you finally beat it, gives you a reason to beat it, then you're opening it up even more for those side quests, whatever. I think that could be a great idea.
Damn it,
Granted,
Bomber, you
that
making sense over there.
Yeah, but I will say this, though. That does take away from people that really can care less about the true campaign and want to just experience the world. They can't. They have to go through the campaign. That could be an issue if that is a real thing. But I can see that being a backlash if that's true.
I bet one thing from that's true is that Master Chief is the main character again. I'm sure they learned.
Chief better. I mean, it's like taking Kratos. It's like taking Kratos out of God of War. It'd be
like Kratos.
No, Kratos.
Kratos.
Kratos el gato martino.
He will
Tony Omigato, Mr. Robot.
He will take his axe and stick it up your.
Kratos Panagopoulos.
Going? Come on.
What?
Kratos Panagopoulos.
Did somebody just drop some Limp Bizkit lyrics? That was weird.
All I wanted was a Pepsi. Just want Pepsi. Far from suicidal. Still, I get these tendencies. Oh,
there you go.
All right.
Bringing back these memories.
Well, we just found Leo's hidden
That I
talent,
really
didn't we?
miss.
Yeah.
That was the failed Michael Jackson song he decided not to publish.
Yeah, it's from Limp Bizkit's first album.
Yeah.
Pepsi?
No, it's just part
I thought he did it for the
Never mind.
nookie. I didn't know it was a Pepsi.
It's all for the
That's not
cookie.
all in
The
flavored
cookie.
water,
I shove it
Hey.
up your dicky.
As much as you probably
I
blast the
say
shit out
three
of
more
that song.
fucks. Be 32 fucks in this fucked up song. Oh, here we go.
Oh, good grief.
Everybody
Okay, so
knows
anyways,
this song.
Call of Duty.
Yes.
Call of Duty's
I
amazing.
wanna fuck you
So-
like an animal.
Oh, gee.
That's nice nails, man.
That's Nine Inch Nails,
I know.
motherfucker.
I like to switch it up.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
Anyway, so Call of Duty, yes. Cheaters.
All right,
So
go ahead.
cheaters will now So cheaters will now play against themselves.
Get your Doritos and Mountain Dew out, people. We're talking COD.
Nothing like a good bro shooter. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Get that G Fuel.
So cheaters, if they're confirmed, will be thrown in their own little matchmaking, which to me sounds good. I like that. Don't ban them. Let them play together. Let them cheat at themselves.
Well, they don't want to ban them because they still generate a ton of money. So yeah.
Don't you just have to turn crossplay off to get rid of the cheaters?
So apparently people have been doing that, but
not really
people can't find people to play with. So.
Oh,
it's because Xbox doesn't have enough people that are playing it. Apparently.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If you have 10 people and 8 of them are crossplay and 2 are not, well, the 8 will be matched up quicker because they're playing against PlayStation and PC, where the other ones are like, well, we're only putting you in a lobby with Xbox only. Yep. So you're going to have a longer time to actually matchmake until more and more people do it, or until they start doing this of actually putting people in the same lobby and be like, go ahead and cheat. You're just cheating other cheaters, so have fun.
Here's the other thing. If they do it this way, they don't have to do a hardware ban, because if they do a hardware ban, that means when it comes to PlayStation and Xbox, you're banned. Okay, so you can't play. You can't just buy another game and play again. You know, when you do a hardware ban on the PC, you change your parts. You have to actually change certain parts for it to allow you to play again. So you know how costly that is to buy another graphics card or another motherboard?
It makes me curious which hardware it targets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Nobody really knows. I think it's a combination of
maybe just the
hardware that you have. Well, it could be looking at the chipset. If you right. Well, it could be anything. It could be a combination of all of it. So you have to change something for it to work again.
Well, I mean,
how expensive that is?
To me, I would actually like to watch.
Stupid expensive.
I mean,
it's stupid.
I would like to.
What are you getting?
I would love to watch a cheater version of Modern Warfare. Someone stream it, and it'd be like cheaters only. Be like, okay, this will be fun. You all are assholes, and let's see who wins.
I say they should do the cheater levels or boards, whatever they want to call it, section for like consoles, and then do the hardware ban for the cheaters on PC, because I mean nothing speaks more than having to have to pay out of your pocket that much money.
Yep.
I mean to ban a whole console, that's not going to bring somebody back in.
No. The thing is these cheaters, they can't go and do a tournament and win money with it because you're not using your own stuff, and so you're going to be failing because you suck at the game. So
people have been caught doing that even with computers that they jump on. They sneak on USB chips.
Have been caught.
USB,
they've got caught doing that stuff.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, people are just stupid.
Anytime you have a possibility of being number one or money involved, you're always going to have someone cheat. I mean, it all comes down to people want to be number one because they either lack the skill, because it does take skill, or they just want that upper hand because they want to say, I'm better.
They want to feel that power.
Or they make it real.
Here's the thing. Guess what? You're probably not the best in the world. I know that comes as a shock. But life goes fucking on. The world needs McDonald's workers, and it's okay. You can be
the chick from Twitch is the best. She's proved that.
Yeah,
I played Destiny 2 last night. 0.5 efficiency. Thank you very much.
I mean, if you think you play it, if you play 10 hours a day, you're gonna be the best in the world. Well, guess what? There was a NBA commercial back in the 90s that said only 1% of all population go to the NBA. However, the U.S. Army's recruiting, and right there and there, I said, "Yep, I'm not going to the NBA. I'm okay with that. 5'8", I'm not going to make it."
Maybe that's why, as soon as I graduated high school, I went right into the Army.
I mean, you got to understand. Guess what?
I just picture a young woman going, "Well, fuck.
I can't get into basketball. Fuck it. I'm going to the Army."
Apparently, I'm not Michael Jordan.
I just read what Noof wrote.
Who the hell played basketball back in that day?
Noof just wrote, "Cheaters got no balls." Asked Lance Armstrong.
Wait, did you have basketball?
Oh, damn!
Hey, but he cheated. He lied and cheated for a reason. Well, I'm okay.
No, he's a piece of shit.
No. Hold on.
He's a fucking cocksucker.
He took people to court and actually bankrupted people because people came out against him. So that guy's a fucking douchebag.
Man, I thought that motherfucker came to fucking Iraq and shit. He's such a piece of shit. It was him and Robin Williams and fucking this one other dude. And they fucking came, and he was the first one to fucking talk. And this motherfucker, in front of all these fucking service members who are fucking out in the fucking shit, fucking, this dude's like, I want to tell you guys about a real hero, me. And he starts talking about himself, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding, dude?"
I'm glad I missed that speech.
Pissed off.
Oh, damn.
How did he? Okay, wait. How did he without someone accidentally discharging a firearm? Oops! What? Off.
What'd you say, Husk?
Who was that?
Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong's a douche.
Really?
Wow,
yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. My bad. I was just messing around.
How the hell did you land Sheryl Crow with one ball and an attitude like that?
Money.
Hey, look. When you say I'm the biggest dick you'll ever meet,
and say you're a good example.
I survived cancer, baby. You want to suck on it? I mean,
I don't know, man. He's too shit. We can move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of the Robin Williams shows over there. They were hilarious. Dude's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
he's a great person.
Especially when what was it? When the horn goes off and everyone salutes the flag. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. He's like, I just saw everyone stare that way. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die.
Well, that conversation took one hell of a wicked ass turn, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
9.
Jesus.
Oh,
wrong war.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, way off, Fork.
That was back when Wilmy was in it.
You can bite my ass, Leo. That was long before I was even thought of.
Oh, that's right. World War I. My bad. Sorry.
That was long before I was ever even dreamed about, dude.
He was in the trenches, digging into the trench.
I'm going to be in my backyard digging a grave in about another 45 minutes, and I'm going to make it a trip to Ohio overnight. And remember what I do, Leo.
Won't come to Ohio.
I know how to clean up blood.
Yeah, he cleans crime scenes up to where you don't know somebody died there.
Exactly.
I know the shit that Wilmy's seen and done.
And guess what? I don't have to come to Ohio.
Still ain't going to come to Ohio.
Yeah, he does have to come to Ohio.
I don't have to go to Ohio. My brother lives in Ohio.
Oh, snap.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, this is already bad. Don't click
I'm just saying, if Leo ever goes disappearing, I can see this being played back.
Somebody timestamp it. Yeah, my brother John lives in Ohio, Leo.
You can't
where Leo went. You threatened his life on this day.
Sending you my address right now. 1 minute.
Sweet.
Motherfucker, I have your address.
Right?
And that doesn't work. I have a nephew that's a very big boy.
Didn't, so I figured I'd send it to him so he can meet him and be like, yo, what's up, man? What's with the hammer?
Was there a guy standing outside my window with a hammer?
So, Wilmy, is your brother from the south side of Jersey also that lives in Ohio?
No, he's from
the north side.
He's Ohioan.
Yeah.
Or as Dumb Fork likes to say, it has high.
He's a Husker.
Joe,
what? Corn Husker?
Nebraska?
What?
I don't know.
9.
Nebraska. He's a Buckeye.
Hey, all I know is apparently now Wilmy lives in Nebraska. It was New Jersey, now it's Nebraska. Next thing we know, he's from fucking Japan and he's really Japanese.
Southern Japanese.
Southern
No,
Japanese.
you got it wrong. Crazy Gamer bought me on an Indonesian website.
$5 sucky.
Yes.
that was
Actually, J-Mo, my brother and I are two completely different people. You can put us side by side, you'd never even know we were related. It's
See,
weird.
I didn't know which one you were responding to. J-Mo's his brother is one with the accent, or J-Mo's Wilmy rode a brontosaurus into battle.
I actually found out that my family has an accent thanks to my ex, because she asked me why I didn't have one. I was like, what?
What? Because you're from Ohio.
See, there he goes.
Ohio.
He's the only
says that here.
Hi. It should say bye. It should be Ohio because no one wants to live there.
Goddamn tourists.
Is there something else to go by? What else is there?
Off the rails.
Okay.
This podcast went right over the edge.
It does.
Boom's over there like...
Okay, first of all, we were never really on the edge. We just kind of fell off months ago. Just people seem to think they're on the edge. No, we fucking fell off years ago. We're fucking in the ocean.
We're at the bottom.
Yeah.
We're flat
anyway,
we're not even on the earth anymore.
I tell everyone to go fuck themselves?
Evidently, this is a huge problem in Call of Duty. I'm not sure why.
Call of Duty, what? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, in Warzone. No, this is a new topic. How you can prevent the gas mask animation in Call of Duty Warzone.
Yes.
For all of you that have nothing,
anyway.
Wait a second. You can put a gas mask on?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck!
Apparently you
Why am I dying?
You didn't know that?
What do you think you protect yourself from gas with?
For all of you that have had an issue
I have not had that issue, sir.
with the gas mask in Call of fucking Duty,
I didn't, I swear.
it is an animation. You do not have to even bother doing it. It will do it itself. It will get you killed.
Yep.
Okay, anybody want to take over from there?
No, I'm good.
Shut up, Leo. What the fuck are we actually talking about?
You're in the middle of shooting, and all of a sudden, when the gas is around, you stop shooting and animate yourself putting the mask on while you're in a firefight.
Oh my god,
So,
who the fuck does
Gas
that?
mask.
No, like,
It
because the game
it
will do it
automatically
automatically.
does it.
So, like, if you have a gas mask equipped,
It's supposed to be a
have
plunder or fucking Warzone.
No, it is. It is.
It doesn't happen in multiplayer. That's why I'm saying.
It doesn't happen in multiplayer because there are
It
no
happens
gas
in
masks.
Warzone.
So Warzone and plunder, but not plunder. But actually, yeah, you can. Cause
Yeah, probably.
Anyway,
It should be plunder as well.
but Warzone, yes, because when line comes in, if you are caught in that gas line and you have a gas mask, you will do a animation where you put on the gas mask.
Wait, hold on. Yesterday when I got the gas mask, it put it on instantly.
The only way,
yes.
yeah,
That's
the only
the
way,
animation.
yeah, that's
Does
the
it even-
animation.
Does
The
it even
automatic-
restrict like your eyesight? You know what I mean? Like on the screen?
No, it's when you're
not really. It just takes
firefighting.
away
You're
your
in-
gun.
It just leaves you open.
Well,
When
that's
you're in a
kinda stupid,
firefight,
because
you're-
have you ever
you're
tried to fire a
shooting-
gun with a fucking mask on? It's a lot harder
fuck
than
that.
it sounds.
Show us your
Yeah.
gas mask.
But you're shooting somebody. You're in the
Sure,
middle of
what?
a firefight where every bullet counts, right? And all of a sudden you stop shooting, you slide on the mask, and then you got to go back to the gun. So at that point in time, you're already dead.
Yep.
Because you gave up.
I didn't have that. I didn't have that happen when I played last night.
The only way that
I've
it
been
doesn't
watching it
happen
happen
is
a
if
lot.
you have the dual handgun things, which I don't.
Akimbo?
So yeah, there you go.
If you use akimbo weapons, it will not happen.
Well, there you
Kimbo
go.
love
Problem
all
solved.
time.
They didn't
Or-
patch that bomber.
If you use a heartbeat sensor.
Because yesterday I got my first gas mask where I had to ask what it was, and as soon as my character grabbed it, he put it on.
That's called being proactive.
No, what I mean is, yes, when you pick it up, you have it, but it's not on your face. It doesn't
Correct.
go on your face until you are in the gas. Once you get in gas, you will do an animation automatically that puts on the face mask.
Oh well, okay. So the problem is that just get good and don't go in the fucking gas.
Well, but that's
Don't get hit
also
by
the
the
thing
gas.
that, yeah, I mean, that's theoretically, yes, do that, but
It's-
there are times that
yeah,
you will
it
get
sounds like a you problem, not a game problem.
There's dickheads that hang out at the edge of the gas.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I've done it.
a lot of times it's a smart move to
Wilmy's
do
over there.
that.
I was there.
So,
Yeah, I've done it.
no, I've done it too. I mean, depending on your strategy, sometimes it's actually good to stay in the gas for a second and then run in. And I mean, you could blast some people doing that.
Yeah,
so
start mowing everybody down.
I've done it. But
Yeah, exactly.
again, it's still just that animation can lose you in a battle. I mean, it's just what it is. So there's ways around it which I won't ever use, but because
It's a small little problem that people are,
yeah, it's just a small problem that you can now somewhat get over. But
And according to Daz, if you need a gas mask when your woman opens her legs, you got to be asking questions of why are we about to say, what the hell?
So my only question is, if you're using the heartbeat sensor, doesn't that take your gun away? So doesn't that kind of
Yes,
the same
it does.
problem?
No, it
Well-
doesn't.
well,
you
your
have
gun
your
is
gun in
still
one
there.
hand,
The
and you got the
heartbeat sensor
heartbeat
is like
in the
this
other.
little fucking flip up bullshit.
That heartbeat sensor can go suck a dick.
Alright, it's fucking garbage.
But
Oh,
also
they
the
trace your
animation, completely stops. You can't do anything. You can't shoot. You can't do anything. Whereas the heartbeat, you can not click the heartbeat and you're good to go. So that's where the difference is. But anyway, yeah,
That makes sense.
If you
Totally.
click on the link, you can actually scroll down. You'll see how the animation goes. If
I was in the airport tower last night and got cluster bombed 4 times because we were the target.
That's
we were being hunted. It was just like you poke your head up, you got sniped instantly.
hey, it's even better
Yeah,
than
being
the
hunted
RPGs is
so
a
much
thing.
fun.
Oh, I love Warzone, man. I'm
absolutely
having a lot of fun on it.
It's my favorite BR. I mean, I've never
it definitely
cared
is.
for BRs.
You know, I heard the next thing they're gonna start doing is building walls.
Oh, yeah?
To turn it into
kidding.
Fortnite?
I'm kidding.
I will then fully
Let's
uninstall
hope
it.
not.
I'll say one thing about Fortnite. I like
That would be the
X-Force stuff
quickest-
they added. That stuff
That'd be the
looked fucking
quickest
awesome.
death.
With the cable, domino, Psylocke.
Well, I will say Fortnite has a lot of content. It's just the building part.
Of course, it's their only game that they're making, so of course it's gonna be a lot.
The building part for me is super lame. I know a lot of people like it.
If
If you're good at it, you're good at it, and I hate it because I suck at it.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely. Just give me a game.
Like that's
Well,
everybody's
they had that
problem.
game mode. Didn't they have that game mode where they turned off all the building and you just shot at each other like a regular BR?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
fun. I actually could play Fortnite if it was just like that. But all these people that can
Exactly.
make
I
a
was playing
freaking
with a few buddies.
castle in 5 minutes, I'm sitting there
And
going, what the fuck?
I was playing with a few buddies, and they're like, "Oh, the 3 guys on mic," and I was like, "Oh, I killed them all." Oh, they're all surprised about it. I was like, "See, no, I'm good at shooting. It's the building. I'm not good at it."
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Watching people build makes me sick, man.
Props to those motherfuckers that can build a mansion and
Look,
half a
I'll watch
second.
my kids play, and all of a sudden they do like a 360, and they have walls up, and they're going up, and I'm like, I'm about to puke. I don't feel good. And they're like, "Look, Dad, I built a castle." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you did. Daddy's gonna go lay down and die."
Pretty much.
Good time.
My kids are like, "You don't play with us?" Nope, I ain't playing with you at all.
Boom, have you been playing Warzone?
You know what, dude? I tried it out. It's just not my thing. I'm just not a PUBG, Fortnite, Apex. It's just not my bag.
I don't like any of the games that you have abilities. I just want warfare.
Gunplay.
And just,
bro.
you know what I
That's
really
it.
want? I want Titanfall 3. That's what I
Fuck
really
yes.
want.
That was
Dude,
awesome.
yeah.
Okay, man.
I thought
I want
what I
them-
really
what-
want. I want Fable.
What I
Being a dead
really
horse.
yeah, no, what I really want from Respawn is to take the Titanfall 1 game multiplayer the way it was,
And then he's just like,
and give us an amazing single player like in Titanfall 2. Merge those two things together, and you're gonna have a perfect 3. Because even though I played the heck out of 2. I mean, I really played online like a complete lunatic, but I didn't enjoy it as much because, as great as the Titans were, I hated getting locked into a specific gun for a specific Titan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas in the other in Titanfall 1, you had the ability to swap out basically everything.
Everything.
And you know
except
what? I know a lot of people didn't like these. I really enjoyed the cards. So I like the ability cards. They took that away where you got these cards and you can use them on the fly, and you go into each match, you pick your 5 cards and you go. I tell you something. It's for me personally, outside of Destiny, which I loved, and the Division, Titanfall is probably one of my favorite franchises from this generation. And if they can give us not a free to play, I don't want freaking free to play. I want to buy the fucking game and give me a collector's edition worthy of the 2 that I have sitting above me, and let me play the game the way it was meant to play, with dropping mechs, and you know what? With I tell you something. What's exciting is the franchise isn't dead, right? We know that's coming, and me too. And I think
dude, Respawn.
How many teams do they have? Do you know?
They have a few.
Because they're currently working on another game,
Star Wars game?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes.
I don't know if that was the same headed up Titanfall.
You know what? I don't know, man.
Personally, I would take the Star Wars name over Titanfall.
I'll say this: the success of Jedi Fallen Order and the success of
Apex,
the multiplayer, there's a good chance that they're probably hiring for a third team or a third game, and I have a really good strong suspicion that the reason why we didn't get Titanfall 3 this gen was because of the bottlenecks that you get with the CPU and the GPU, right? So when these new consoles come out, there's a really good possibility that the Titanfall that I want, Titanfall 3, is going to be where you can you're going to be logistically able to drop 20 20 Titans onto a battlefield because of the power of these consoles, and maybe that's really what they're waiting for. I hope that's the case.
I hope you're right,
fucking
man.
right, dude. That's
Dude,
one of my favorite games of all fucking time. The multiplayer in that game stomps the fuck out of like Call of Duty and all that other shit.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see the destruction that they're going to be able to bring up.
I was going to say Respawn and Ubisoft to become my two favorite developers this gen.
Mine too. Yes, mine as well. Yeah.
I haven't heard somebody talk passionately about Titanfall, and I don't know how far.
Well, it's because they just
the first game I played on my One X.
Sad. It's just sad that it's not there.
Good.
But man,
I still have to play that one.
I mean, Respawn, they're on this path, man, and whatever they make, I feel like is going to be gold regardless of what it is. So
they have really brought themselves to the upper echelon of the development community, and that's thanks to their leader. There's no doubt about that.
They're definitely the best thing EA has. So they
fucked themselves with Titanfall 2. Their marketing team fucked themselves.
Oh, dude, falling in between Call of Duty and Battlefield was disgraceful.
That was the dumbest move ever.
No, it was the smartest move ever because they put their numbers down so they can buy them out. So I think it was done on purpose.
I think
it was strategy.
You never know.
Ooh, a new urban legend.
Nice.
Right?
Conspiracy.
Conspiracies right there, man.
I said that from the get-go. Why would you have your own game and then a second-party studio making a game for you that you're publishing put out within a week of each other? You don't do that. You're pulling money from your own game away too. So it basically threw their stocks out the door. They didn't make the money that they should have. And I mean, look at how the first game sold like Blockbuster, man, and then here the second game tanked.
Blockbuster.
Why?
Bankrupt.
All right, well,
Marketing was
You meant gangbusters.
Gangbuster, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It was a banger.
Makes me want to Rise 2 as well.
Bangers
oh my
and
god!
mash.
Don't say Rise 2. You hush.
Too late.
God. Oh my god!
actually have it now muted on my Twitter.
I need that.
Well, at least we got Crysis coming back.
Oh, screw that. It's a remaster. Bump it. That's trash.
It's a remaster, but it's also going to be the next thing. Can it run Crysis?
It's gonna melt. It's gonna melt consoles.
I don't think it is. I don't. I think it's just putting a little bit of makeup. Game.
Oh, they can make it.
No. They're doing more than just a little bit of makeup. This isn't just a straight up remaster. It's a partial remaster remake.
When is that game supposed to come out anyway?
They haven't released it yet.
Nah.
I've got a quick question though before we get out of here.
Oh.
What in the hell happened to Crossfire X?
Oh, it's not coming out.
That's still being made.
late.
Yeah, that's coming out. It's coming out at the end of the year. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the end.
Yeah, I think it said December.
Yeah, Remedy's doing the single
That
player.
shit looks good though. It looks good.
It's just
I've not heard much about it in a while.
Why does it just like it literally just? I mean, again, I'm maybe Mr. Noob at this, but like it literally looks nothing better than just a better looking CS:GO, and I don't care for CS:GO.
Have I ever told you you suck?
Yeah, many times. Many
Bombers like.
Hey, Dread.
Yo,
what's going to be more demanding, the new Crysis or the full ray tracing Minecraft?
I know where this is getting ready to go.
How would you know?
Well, right now,
no one knows anything about Crysis.
Well, right now, Crysis is not saying who they're going with or what kind of ray tracing they're using.
They're actually.
He just disappears. He comes out, licks
I can just jump in and actually clarify that. As a matter of fact, EA is not doing anything with it. That's being published under the Microsoft banner through ID at Xbox. So they're going to be using Microsoft's ray tracing to its full max.
Right. Well, the only reason why I said that is because they said apostolic that they ray tracing. So that's
it's being published under Microsoft's banner. So there's a good chance that there's a couple of things that you could take away from this leak. We know the game is coming. We know that it's going to be put out and published under the Microsoft banner, which is big. It's going to take full advantage of the Series X when that comes out. But more importantly, they're staffing up for a new AAA game. Some people are suggesting it's Crysis 4. That might be an exclusive, or the return of Rise Son of Rome.
Both.
Oh, please.
we know they're going to be, because of Microsoft, they're going to be using DX12, which is
yes, they are, which is amazing.
It has all the ray tracing on there.
Extreme.
Yeah, that kind of puts it on a level playing field.
Is anybody else worried that they'll come out with Crysis and it's going to melt consoles like it did PCs? I mean, somebody mentioned it earlier, but I mean,
it's going to hammer hardware. It is going to hammer hardware. It's Crysis. Like, they want it to hammer hardware, but it's going to be playable. Like, you're going to be able to change settings so that it's not getting hammered, but still looks great.
30 FPS, man. You hate to see it.
Have to
do be running on the Switch too, so remember that.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be running on the Switch.
But you see, that's the other thing is there's also a possibility. I mean, I've been touting this for the past year now, that even with the One, right? They didn't say that they're not making it for the One, but it's possible it could be Series X only, or it could also include One, which would be like xCloud or using Azure. App or
what are you talking about? Crysis remake?
Crysis.
So now I got to worry about it melting my phone.
It is working on all current platforms.
Right. So the question would it be using Azure
to have Azure compute some of the graphics?
Right.
Yeah, basically offload some of that shit to the cloud so the console doesn't have to light on fire. Console.
Yes, hopefully that's the case. But I don't know if they're going to be really pushing that for Crysis, to be honest.
It would be a good showcase for that. You try it on your PC and it lights on fire. You play it on your console and it looks amazing.
Seriously, could you imagine if you played on your OG Xbox at 1080p because it's streaming it,
badass,
or you're playing on an S, whether it's a SAT edition or a standard S, and it's HDR 4K with the ray tracing and all that, because part of it is streaming and you're using the localized hardware. So there's that possibility still there. No one's actually. I mean, I've talked to a few people, and it's possible. It just depends on who's doing it.
Possible.
Everybody brings up. Okay, I'm going to bring it up this time, but everybody brings up how Crackdown 3 failed. Well, yeah,
it's a different team though. The team that started that had to go to Epic.
Dude, there was 15
that went to Epic. They took their technology with them.
Yeah,
so
they lost the technology.
Rebuild.
Something else people I think forget is that Crackdown was like fucking guinea pig.
Yes, like 15,
like straight up.
But
it was a guinea pig that had to start over with less time to use similar technology or create similar technology to what was taken away.
True. Exactly. So they should have just completely delayed it. Like, nope, we're not even going to bring this shit out.
Fuck it. It comes out with the Series X. I would have done it.
Push it out. Just say screw it. Nobody cares about this. And clearly, it showed that nobody did.
That's why it's not just going to be a remaster. It's partially a remake because they're building it all over again. So you know what I mean. So they're not just staying over a skin.
Ground up. That shit's old, bro.
I can't remember where I heard it, but I remember somebody saying that they're going for the weather in the Motorsport 8.
Dynamic weather where you're at.
Well, they were going to have Azure compute basically what the weather was going to be like for your game.
Yes,
just like Flight Sim.
And that's that leads to what I've been saying for the past year. Same thing. They're using part of that technology for the stream to bring it down to you, so that way your Xbox doesn't have to worry about it, no matter what Xbox you're on.
Yeah, I mean, it could be definitely. I mean, all these definitely can be a big deal for this next generation.
And that's the beauty of DX12. It's all part of it, all written there for the devs to use.
Part of me would believe it more that they would do that if they didn't say that they were only going to support the One series. That's what you can call it.
Well,
just the One series consoles for the next 2 years.
J-Mo says he wants a Polybius remaster. J-Mo, hopefully not, dude, because that game seemed to cause some problems back in the 80s. It may not be a good thing now.
Do you want to start the apocalypse?
Come on, people are just going to disappear a little bit. No big deal.
Yeah, and then they'll pop back up, and then they'll, set up travel to the destination.
Here's the main character to be Russell Crowe, though. I'm just gonna say it.
Here's the funny thing: everybody's talking about how the consoles are only going to last 2 years, how they're only going to be supported for 2 years. That's on Microsoft or Xbox to do that. The developers can choose whether or not they want to support One, or you know what I mean. They can just move on to the Series X and not support One.
Yeah, just like
so they don't have to.
I mean,
Right, exactly.
Godfall is not pushing it toward the PS4. They wanted it just for PS5. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely going to be.
Yeah, but that,
Something else people need to understand is their games aren't going to just stop playing either. Well,
Right.
once,
They did that
once
last
the support
generation.
ends, that just means that it's up to the developer if they want their game to go to the older platform or not.
Right,
Yeah.
and look
It-
at
it doesn't-
PlayStation 2, though.
can't play shit
PlayStation
on
2 lasted an extra 10 years into PS3 life cycle.
Yeah, because
You know what I
Saddam was
mean?
buying all of them.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
But people were still making games
see it.
for the cell processor in the PS3 and the Emotion engine in the PS2. They were still making two different versions of the same game,
Well, hell, Just Dance 2020's on the Wii.
and on the Xbox and the PlayStation.
Okay, first,
Not the
Again.
Wii U, the Wii.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wee.
Just Dance
Wee wee.
2020 is even on my fridge. Okay, it's like Skyrim. It's everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, just like Skyrim. That damn. Oh god.
Yeah, but
All right.
Well,
Skyrim
Splatterhouse would
remake.
be awesome to be re-released.
Yes, it would.
Oh, Splatterhouse.
Definitely.
Yes.
All right. Guess what?
Time to touch ourselves.
If that
It's
time.
time
It's
to
that
go to
time.
bed.
We're going for another hour?
Everybody grab your seats.
1 hour ago.
Let me grab my pillow and cover real
What are you
quick.
talking about? Fastback just got here. We got another hour to go.
Slumber party, motherfuckers.
See, if we continue to carry on the podcast, you and Obi are going to start talking about specs, and everybody's going to get really bored.
That's
This is the only spot we can fill it in.
That's what when you fill it in. Right?
And if you guys don't start with specs, then I'm going to have Fork and Bomber start talking about fucking World of Warcraft. Nobody.
No,
So
no,
World of Warcraft, they're going to be coming out.
no. Don't worry about it. We'll keep it full of specs. So Warcraft.
Wilby's like, get that geek shit out of my stream.
Oh, and Daz, thank you for joining us, dude. I know it is late where you are. It's probably like 2:30,
early.
3 in the morning.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, you should probably be asleep. Yes.
Yeah, unless you work this time, then we're glad you're here. Keep touching
Right.
yourself.
Absolutely. Your third time to touch yourself. That's
But all right, let's do these outros. Let's get everybody out
Do
of
it.
here. All right, and we will start with Mr. Boomstick. Boom, tell everybody where they can find you.
I mean, obviously, I am very active on social media, surprisingly enough for an old bastard. Yes,
Yeah, you're
I
pretty
tweet.
old. That's okay.
Yeah, no, it's true. There's no doubt about
Back
it.
in my day.
But I am going to say this.
Get off
If you
my
are
lawn.
looking for an amazing Xbox show that doesn't pull punches, that doesn't use console war shenanigans to get clicks and views, tune in tomorrow to the Xbox Factor podcast at 12 p.m. noon ET. We are going to be opening the show with all of this outstanding Fable news, as well as this unbelievable leak for Halo and a whole bunch of other stuff. The guest list is going to be, it's going to be huge. It's going to be a big show. And of course, if you're interested in checking out the channel, Double Barrel Gaming on YouTube, or of course, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Boomstick XL. Thanks so much for having me, dude. Super appreciated, and it was great to be here.
And you got to let your hair down for a little bit. You didn't have to write the show, and you didn't have to worry about any of the technical stuff.
Yes, worked out well.
That always makes it fun.
I mean, he had to listen to some BS, but hey.
Yeah, you get used to it after a while.
Oh no, like I said, this is not my first rodeo. I knew what I was getting into.
he knew when to hit the mute button where he didn't hear anybody.
Next
Yeah,
time
exactly.
Boom's on the channel, we're going to have to step up our game.
I have to drink
but,
alcohol
you know.
next time.
Just gonna touch myself more.
Yeah, but see, the thing is this, and this is where a lot of podcasts fall short. A lot of people come on to social media and they act like something they're not. We don't do that. We are exactly who you listen to here every Wednesday night.
Or who we thought they were.
That
right?
is that is the sad part. I am the same person during the day that I am here on this podcast. Trust me.
And
if
you know
don't
how you
believe me,
find
ask
out?
my wife. She's in the chat.
You know
If
how you
don't
find
believe
out?
him, feed him some
You
caffeine.
find out by when you're playing
eventually.
on the games together. You know what I mean? When you're playing co-op games together, you hear all of us talking the exact same way, the exact same BS, ragging on each other or making fun of each other and having a good time playing games. It's
Yep.
the same thing when we're on the shows or if we're in game.
Actually, my wife says I hold back on the show. I'm a lot worse in real life.
Well, yeah, there's a lot more f-bombs and
Oh no.
They're just more touching. That's all.
Well, I didn't want to go there.
She says I'm a lot worse.
He gets
in the real
meaner.
world. But matter of fact, Dread, tell them about where they can find you.
Okay, well, you can find me on Twitter as Dreadpool. What?
Okie dokie.
Dreadpool. The zeros are O's instead of sure.
The O's are zeros.
O's are zeros.
The O's are zeros, and then YouTube make sure my gamer tag and Stadia Dreadpool all caps, all letters. I got to say it's definitely nice to be on a show with Boom. I love being on his shows, but this is a different departure for me. Working with Boom, just off the cuff and just having a good time with everybody.
Yeah, and see, I'm corrupting Boom slowly but surely.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
if you notice, the last few shows he's done, there's a couple of words that slip out that he normally doesn't.
Yes, absolutely. I notice it. Absolutely.
So I'm a bad influence.
Hey, that's a good influence. That's not bad. That's good. We're breaking them out of the clean shell. So, but anyway, it was fun being on tonight. Everybody in the chat was awesome too. I know I usually don't give props to everybody. I'm always in and out, so I'm trying to.
That's what she said.
Up. Yeah.
Very nice.
Somebody had to go there.
Actually, show my gratitude, unlike other YouTubers that just or not YouTubers, Twitchers. That like to,
Twitchers.
you need to carry something. Twitchers.
The fuck is a Twitcher?
He says that, and I automatically start thinking of a video game.
Oh, you're talking about
aren't the Twitchers from
someone, but they're twitching a little still.
It's not Resident Evil. Was it Silent Hill? No.
It was The Last of Us, aren't they? The Twitchers.
No, those were clickers.
Clickers. Okay, yeah, that's it.
I just made it up right off the cuff. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
No,
when I
always
pictured
look for the
Twitcher, I was
twitching
picturing
of
her doing
Resident Evil,
something different.
or the pool of blood that's supposed to be there.
Or you think
which the new ones do not have because I played
Butthead.
99 ways to die.
I played the Resident Evil 3 remake demo, and there was no pool of blood to tell you they were dead. It's like, you son of a bitch.
All right, Fork. Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me in next month's GQ magazine. I'll be the third page.
Oh shit! I thought Fork left.
So come on out, and but no, you can find me ForkBoy_gaming on PlayStation, Xbox, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Wilmy's bathroom, pretty much anywhere. So just ForkBoy_gaming. Come on out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We stream, give out games, make fun of each other, and pretty much have very horrible gameplay that you can watch me die over and over and over again.
Or you can watch him in that nice little black dress.
Damn right. It's a beautiful dress.
Because Fork doesn't know it yet. While we've been on the show, I actually bought one on Amazon and had it mailed to his address.
You know what's sad is he's not lying.
I'm not.
I know.
I'm
so
serious right now.
Your wife, dude.
He has my address, so it's gonna come in the mail. My wife's gonna be like, "That's not my fucking size."
Your wife is gonna shit a brick, dude.
No.
Because she's gonna be like, "Why is Wilmy sending you a dress? Is there something you need to tell me?"
No. The first thing is she's gonna be like, "Did you tell Wilmy to buy me a dress?" And it's not my size, and it's not gonna go over well. Because my wife works from home now, and it's not.
No, because I ordered the biggest one I could find. Women's sizes are really strange. So this one is like the equivalent of holy fuck size.
Is that the
You know what?
Was it road trip? Did you kill
you know
a
what? You know what? All I gotta say is, when it comes to the door, I will stream one stream with it on.
That's exactly what I expected.
Yes.
I will stream one stream with it on. So if you want to see it, you will have to come by Twitch.
Don't do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've already looked it up. You cannot get banned for wearing cross-fitting outfits. So I'm good.
Here is what everybody in the chat wants to know. Will you shave your legs first?
I mean, I did it in high school, so...
Okay, fair enough. We don't need a backstory.
We don't need.
No, I mean, I did cross country and track, and I lived in the high desert, so we had to. No. So we wore leg warmers like football players wear, and if you ever worn one of those that are tight on your legs, you pull them off. It pulls your fucking hair off too. It only takes one time.
What was that? What's going on?
I mean, it's normal.
I zoned out. Once you start talking about wearing a
let
dress,
me know when the dress arrives, because I mean Amazon's going to tell me anyway. So I'm ready to just...
Amazon fucking sucks right now. Prime delivery, awesome. It'll be there December.
2 weeks.
Fuck.
All right, next. Bomber, tell us where tell everybody where they
Yeah.
can find you.
Of course, you can find me on the old Twitter at HRBomber1414, on Xbox or PlayStation at HRBomber, and of course here every Wednesday. So appreciate everybody coming out. It was awesome. Of course, thank you, Boom. Thank you, Dread, coming out and enlightening us with all the.
It's always a lot of fun, man.
So
Always
it's
a lot
freaking
of
awesome.
fun.
So I appreciate it. And everybody have a good night.
All right, Leo, tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Leonidas 1084 anywhere. It's a 0, not an O. Thanks for everyone coming out. Thanks, Boom and Dread, for coming on. And have a good night, everybody.
Dude.
Obi, tell everybody where they can find you.
Find me on Twitter, Xbox, Obi-Wan for the win. Thank you, Dreadpool, as always, for coming out. And Boom, first time ever with you, even talking to you. That was cool.
That's because he doesn't like you. We had a big discussion about this like a week ago.
It took forever to get him to come on.
I mean, it's a hard sell to get people on the show with you being on here. It really is.
I completely agree. I don't know how I even get on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been wondering that ourselves.
Apparently, you
we're
don't got
currently
the
working
memo
on the
yet.
contract details to get him on one of my shows. Right there, Obi-Wan?
Yeah, dude.
Contracts.
Like, I don't know if you guys just heard my little kids trying to say hi in the mic. It's so hard to do anything.
It's not mine this time.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So like right now, my wife.
About the perfect time to say it
out of the
for.
room, out of ears, just take a bath,
With a child.
thankfully, but
Exactly.
no, for sure, dude. I really want to. I gotta make sure my wife's not pissed off that I go away and hide in a corner for a few hours.
Happy
I have
wife,
to beg
happy
to do
wife.
this.
Buy her a dress.
I could really say something right now, but I'm not going to. Husk, tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
I believe at this point you can find me pretty much everywhere at ACS_Husk.
Really? I'm looking under my desk. I don't.
What about Facebook?
It's there. It's gonna take you a while.
It's Fort. What's it for?
Congrats to fucking Jeans.
Yes.
For figuring out the shit. Boomstick, you're fucking awesome, dude. Thanks for coming.
Dude, I
on.
appreciate that. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Chat, you guys are cool. We'll see you next week. We'll catch you right here, 6 p.m. Mountain.
Cool.
You realize you totally fuck people up on time zones, right? Now they're going to be like, going live at 6 p.m.? Oh, shit.
Mountain.
That's
It
why
doesn't matter. I put Central Time down and people are like...
I have one more thing to say. Hold on.
I'll do it.
All right. Ghost, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Hey, thanks for everybody coming out. You can find the Evil Ghost on Xbox, apparently PlayStation, even though I don't play the damn thing. Thanks for the guests coming out. Thanks for everybody that came out to listen to us bullshit and talk and everything. And everybody, stay safe, be happy, and smoke weed.
And Wilmy, where can they find you?
Right now I'm trying to see what I can send the Bomber. Okay. I got something special.
Bomber,
Make sure it's red. Red looks good.
Most people see Amazon as a place to buy things. Wilmy, how to fuck
Actually,
with
blue.
people?
Actually, yeah.
blue,
I'm picturing like a white and pink cheerleading outfit. That'd be great.
Hey, you need to get him a
that'll
beard
work.
straightener.
Find a prosthetic toe tit and send it to Leo.
I will search that after the show.
A what? A prosthetic toe tit?
A prosthetic toe tit. I don't even want to know. But
Luckily, he does
anyway,
not have my ass.
Okay, whoa. First off, you've Googled that shit.
Don't Google that.
but anyway,
That's definitely worth
anyway.
Googling, though.
Holy shit, $38 a silicone prosthetic toe.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'm Wilmy Hood. You can find me on Xbox, PlayStation, Stadia, Steam, Epic Store, everywhere. Nintendo. You can find me on Facebook.
Bathroom stalls at truck stops.
No, that's you. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, all those good places. You can find me here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. And
Yelling at us.
yeah, because it's all out of fun. But yes, we will be selling Forks bathwater starting next week. And
you know what's sad is people are probably gonna want to buy it. That's the weird part.
Oh, Leo, why don't you
on my girlfriend?
I have
Elaborate.
gave myself so many fucked up ideas for next Wednesday. It's just so sad right now. I'm actually sitting here writing this shit down because I'm like, I'll never remember all this by next Wednesday.
Doing mock-ups now, boss.
Oh man,
Leo, what's your problem with toes again? Did your camp counselor do something weird to you?
It was his Boy Scout troop leader.
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yeah, when he said Leo, that was
I didn't hear Leo. I just heard something about toes. I just don't like feet.
You fight it on it.
You don't like feet. No,
You dirty little bastard.
I don't like feet at all. I just don't like it. It's nasty.
Your
Do you
camp
have
counselor
2
do
feet?
something to you or something?
Yeah, and I don't look at them.
What if there's mayonnaise on them?
How do you not look
No.
at your own feet?
Oh God.
And you know put your
Okay.
hamburger
I think we're
barefoot?
done. I think we're done with the toes and the
Bunch of sick
But how do you
bastards
not
up in
look
here.
at your own feet? Do you have to put socks and shoes on?
Well, I mean, yeah.
You gotta wash them.
Yeah,
Your toenails?
I'm just.
So it was Leo.
What the
So
fuck
you're
is that
saying that
shit?
clicking was Leo walking across the room? Click, clack, click,
Super.
clack.
Super.
He goes
I
to
hate
the-
to tell you, dude. I've already got
Code.
that Necronomicon dude is sitting right here on my desk already. I can actually take a picture and send it to you on Twitter. I already have that Necronomicon. It's sitting here staring at me on my desk.
Nice. Dude, that is dope.
Yep.
I have one of the small ones. I want to get the real replica, man. Those are
That's
amazing.
what I got. I
Definitely.
bought this one, and I also have the handbook of the recently deceased from Beetlejuice.
Oh, the Beetlejuice
Oh
book. Yeah,
my
Nice.
shit, dude! Where'd you get those?
I had to track them down, dude. Some of that stuff is not simple to find.
I'm sure.
And the cool part, the Necronomicon, if you open it up, it actually has like fake stuff in there, like spells and witchcraft and all that good stuff.
You're still alive.
And it's
We got a
actually
super
made
chat.
out of silicone, so it feels like human skin.
Bomber's sister gave out a little super chat.
I'm surprised Bomber's sister doesn't know her own brother's Twitter handle.
I will post. I'm taking pictures of it right now, so you guys can see it. It is right here in front of my computer screen.
Oh shit!
And Bomber's sister, thank you for the $20 super chat. If you want my bathwater, contact Bomber. That is funny and creepy at the same fucking time, isn't it?
If I see y'all in my DMs, I'm telling you.
And yes, Super, this is the real life-size replica and has all the pages. I'm posting the pictures now on Twitter, so... but yeah, dude, I saw this thing a few weeks ago, and I had to have it. Couldn't live without it. So, matter of fact, the picture is on Twitter.
Oh, damn.
And as far as this
That's
podcast,
badass.
unless somebody's got anything else they want to add,
It's over.
I want to thank everybody for coming out to hang out with us again, because we do this shit every Wednesday for some odd reason. We still haven't figured
Good
out
looking
why,
thumbnails there, Wilmy.
but we enjoy it, so we do. And I want to thank Dread and Mr. Boomstick for coming to hang out with us, because Boom hasn't been on the show since we did our last show of last year.
Yep.
So it's good to have him back, and maybe one of these days I can actually get time to be on his show again. But my schedule's been running sort of crazy. So, and on that note, we are going to play everybody's favorite intro, and we are going to get the fuck out of here. Everybody have a great Wednesday. Have a great week. Stay safe. Don't lick doorknobs, toilet seats, any of that good stuff. Don't go around licking strangers' assholes either, because that's just weird and creepy. Fork does that all the time.
Okay, first of all, they're not strangers if you talk to them and say hi.
And
It's
if
still
they pay
creepy.
for
It's
it.
consensual. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's consensual.
Here we go to that.
I mean,
surprise
They
section.
said hi, so that means
Permission, did they
might
sign
just
off
their
on
ass,
it?
right?
And Super
I just
says he
stick my
wants
tongue
2 gallons.
in their ass.
Yeah, you did.
Well, have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody. We will see all of you next Wednesday night.
Night, everybody.
See ya. Oh man, he can take on the bounce. Boom. Boom.
He's like, oop.
like, oh, he's like, good night, see ya. I'll see you next year.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. That's okay. Boom, where did I get my invite?